What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the OCE First Person Squad League Open Division Season 1, Week 5. I am your host and caster, the wonderful, the amazing Seismic. I'm not actually that conceited, but we'll just roll with it. You know, it's a little bit more organic. We can talk to one another. I'm wearing my hat this time because it is late. I cast the NA division, and here we are. We're going to go ahead and kick this off. And this is going to be a duo. This is not going to be squads like I was doing earlier. But we're going to be jumping into this full force, full hog, hoping for the best. I'm excited. I am ready. And I hope you guys are as well. If you guys haven't, by the way, go ahead and hit that follow button there. I think it's like 4 followers away from 1,000, which is pretty dope. Let me check right now. Let's do the live update. 1 follow away. Who's going to be the 1,000th follower? Do it. Do it now. If you want to follow me, I'm at Seismic White on Twitter or Seismic White on Twitch. Hit me up on AIM. They're shutting it down December 15th. I don't know why I know this. But get ready. We're starting the league right now, so we're going to go ahead and turn down the music a little bit just to kind of get ready. So kind of looking at the scores, though, and all that. Not scores, the teams. You know, we have quite a few excellent candidates. I say candidates because not everyone can be a winner, you know. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. Immediately, people are starting to spew. Okay, come on, gameplay. You're better than this.
Hello.
I was right in my ear. Goodness. There we go. So kind of looking around here, I'm going to go ahead and look through all the teams. We have kind of like who I recognize as well. I've done a little bit of OCE. We saw Ultima there on Legion Black. He's going to be playing with FCRR. We see Jokester with Punisher and Noah. We saw them a while back as well. Oh no. On Lil Blank Boys, we see Taker and I don't want to say his name. I messed this up. I forgot how to say it. It's Chaucy Milk? Chalkier Milk? Oh no. He's just going to be called Milk this time around. Oh, not this dilemma again. I'm so sorry already. Well, we're just not going to follow him. Looking else through here, we see a couple others going down. We see Tweedle D's and Tweedle Nuts on the tweeds. Good stuff. We see Muscles coming in from Evo. He's pretty capable. SCRR and Ultima on Legion Black, though, which is Team 15. I'm excited to watch them, see what they're going to be doing. If I'm not mistaken, the last time they were playing, at least I didn't cast last week, but a couple weeks before that. And they really did show up skill-wise and everything. We see Steve Bra on the boys. Insight and Yasu Cage on Insight God did very, very well, if I'm not mistaken. Holy, can you just... Everyone just needs to relax for like 2 seconds. There we go. Those of you who are curious, we're listening to the Monster Cat playlist. They're always live over at Twitch. Well, all right, we're going to go ahead and mute that on the off chance that we get that stuff again. So rock on, OCE. Good job. Good representation. We're going to go ahead and see the plane coming in from the northwest, moving down to the southeast over military base. We're going to see a lot of people kind of move to George, but a lot of people are going to be going to the east side. I feel like I'm doing a weather forecast. I love it. We're going to see some precipitation. A lot of blood fall, you know, probably a couple inches. We're going to go ahead and turn down the music as we get into this. A few people are going to head up to Severny. See, one team actually going to Zarki, which doesn't usually happen unless the planet is right over there. And if they don't have a vehicle, it's going to be a tough situation for them. There are only a few spawns in Zarki. You know, somewhere around school and things of the sort, you're going to have, you know, a car spawn there, there, and a couple in here, one side there, and up over here. But with Zarki, you really only have a few. I think that's a burned out vehicle over there. And looking around, I'm not really seeing one. I'm sure they'll be fine, right? Right, chat? They do have a buggy, but that is only a 2-person vehicle, so I guess they might have to leave a little bit early. And this is one of those things where you land on a place like this, you need to look for one. Is this also burned out? That's a rock. It's not necessarily burned out, but not going to be super helpful. So you see a lot of people kind of landing here. So compared to the NA, I find both regions very interesting to cast. They play a little bit differently. One is that NA plays a little bit more aggressive. But for some reason, NA is always more spread out. If they see someone, they'll start charging for them. OC, just kind of look where they're at. A lot of people are pulling, but you see a lot of teams landing here. This is more than a squad. So we can go down to Danny Dynamite. Where's he at? We can go ahead and go to his team here. When he's back out, we can see it's... Ooh, Cal's Reed is on a different team here. Let's see what Cal's Reed is going to be running inside here. As we back out, I don't think Cal's Reed and... So this is duo. I forgot this is not squads. Cal's Reed is slowly crouching his way outside. Captain Ken, hot in pursuit, taking a couple shots in the back. Down goes Reed. He's going to get the kill, and Reed is dying quickly. I forgot there's a squad, so there's going to be a little bit more fragging going on. I'm excited, and I'll try to get as much as possible. We see some kills going on here. We see Inside, who I was talking about before, on Insight God. With no sights, he is firing off, looks like Francis has gone down. I remember them being very capable as well, but it looks like in this case they just not have the guns. We see Cobb Zokin here moving up, not quite taking the kill there. If they can bait out old man Willix, they might be able to get a little something here. Let's see what Wilkes is able to pull out. He's able to get a smoke. He's pulling the disappearing act, pulling the old magician, but it's not going to do a lot. We just really see Cobb here just booking it after him. He's made his choice. He's like, no, we don't need loot. All he needs is that beautiful, beautiful kill. Insight go ahead and take down Francis. Flozif killing KB, and Kyle DeMann with the double kill with the M16. Flozif, I will definitely check in on. He is a very strong player. I've seen quite a few kills coming out from him. We see old man Willix, though, still running back. Cobb, he can have the line of sight. Willix about to go down, and there he goes, eventually falling to the UMP at a distance. Flozif here in Fapple. How do you guys choose your usernames? We'll get into that later. Fapple. I'm a child at heart. I love it. Linkoff and Turkerfish off by themselves, and I'm not gonna sit on the map too long. I don't want to give anyone a distinct advantage. We see Captain Ken and Danny can move along here. Milk and Taker, I'm not saying it, off on their own there. We see I'm not gonna go. Oh, it looks like they're getting into a boat here because it looks. Yes. What is it? Wait, what are they doing actually? Unless he sees a crate, I'm not sure what Sneaky Arabs are doing. We saw him before trying to be sneaky, and I think last time he kind of lived up to his name. He was able to get a kill outside the blue. Some of the things I remember, strange nonetheless. Kind of looking to loot here. We see Straight Crazy moving down into Lipovka. They're gonna have the full, smorgasbord of the. Ooh, maybe not. I spoke too soon. They're going to be moving in, driving straight past. It looks like they probably saw them pull into the warehouse, so they're going to have Squad Carry and his teammate are going to be having a little bit of engagement coming out inside of Lipovka eventually if they choose not to leave. Straight coming out of here. What is he rocking? A Flow 3 helmet, but no gun. He's taking the pacifist route. Maybe he can just turtle his way to victory. Who knows? We see Dick in Barn the Dinosaur. So the incomplete dinosaur, essentially. There's no R. Is that like the max number of characters, or is that literally just what he went with? I'll have to ask him later. For those of you tuning, we're going to also be doing a little bit of interview. We see an engagement coming out from Littleburg on the apartments. He's still rocking the M16. No sights, however. He drops down. Control the X-ray. It looks like they're going to be driving off, leaving apartments completely to their own devices inside of Little Bang and Little Mama. Little Mama's she's just kind of chilling out here. Back on, you're going to see a crate coming down. The only people who are going to be able to see that probably Barney, maybe Vasquez, but not a lot of people going to be able to get to it. So we zoom out here. We see a couple teams down here, and let's keep it kind of checking out and see what loot's going. We see a M4 coming in from Funsies, and an SKS coming down from Keys. Straight K is going to go ahead and kill Boarding Bear with AKM. Oh, here we go. Here's the engagement. Go ahead and back out. Zoom out. Hello? There we go. Super response time. Squad Carry by himself now. It looks like Raffy and Straight Crazy was able to take down Board right outside of Diner. Diner's always notoriously pretty good loot, but now they're going to have to move up and start looking for him. I don't think they know where Squad is. Let's go ahead and go to Squad and see what he can see. So Squad's going to be peeking around, just trying to get those angles. He might be using his QE to kind of toggle back and forth, lean a little bit, but he's just strafing around. I think he just saw their head, so he knows what angle they're at. It looks like Squad's maybe aggressing a little bit. But the thing is that they're playing, at this point, this is the, they're playing for points, and so aggressing isn't always the best option. Might have that little, rage-fueled revenge just pumping through your veins. You want to get those kills. You want to just avenge your teammate, but if you feel you're going to be outshot and you're not equipped properly, there's not really a point to do it. Swallow your pride and take, further victory. So let's see what they're doing. They're moving back further just to choose to loot. They have the advantage, but you can be sneaking up on them. We're going to back out for a moment, see if there's anybody. It does not appear that anyone's getting into any engagements, but I'm going to speak too soon. In a moment, you're probably going to see some kills down the bottom left, and I'm going to feel incredibly bad. He's going to go ahead, and Rafi's going to hear him. He sees him around the corner, and he's going to be able to... Ooh, he's squad carry, turns and takes him down with a headshot. It is now a 1v1 situation. Looks... All right, so Rafi's going to rotate around. Squad is getting the shots off. He's looking for his teammate. It looks like Straight, though, is taken down a little bit. He's not seeing him. He's going to see him through that gap, I think, in a moment. He didn't, actually, because he rotated a little bit left. He's going to be going for the revive squad. He's going to be backing around. He's going to be rotating around this wall. And I'll be interested. So Straight is not... Is he going for the revive? So they're going to hear Squad. Squad's coming around and looking for them inside. There's only one place that they can be, and Squad is just peeking the corner. He's looking around, seeing where they could be right now. And actually, it looks like Rafi is still good to be down for a little bit. It is only his first down. He's going to be bleeding out slowly. Straight is just listening to the footsteps, hoping and praying. We're going to go ahead and hide. We can see the X-ray. He can't see these. He's not rocking wall hacks. Maybe he is. Who knows? But not probably. He's just looking around, and it looks like he might be going for the revive in any moment here. And you can just see Squad's decided to back off. He doesn't want to risk it. They're inside. They're going to have the advantage. And we can see Dick here and his teammate, Barney, going to go ahead and go for the crate. And what did he end up with? All right, so he did grab everything. Barney, what was inside? There's an M24 and a M24 and either a 15 or an 8x. So that's a 15x. That poor sap. 15x, while is the largest scope in the game, is very cumbersome. It takes about a second to scope in, and you don't need that much magnification. If you're able to see, if you need it to see people, you're gonna be in more. It's gonna be hard shots anyways, and you can just about see the DNA of each person you scope in on. You can see what they had for breakfast. It's so powerful. Looks like Aurora was taken down here. Knocked out from falling. Oh, no. Aurora, where's your teammate? Oh, it was the bike. Yeah, there you go. Crawl to it. Crawl with your shame. Look what you've done. It's proof that the bike is not always the best option. The teammate coming back. Fed. Aurora trying to get a little bit of cover from behind the bike. What is it with people and bikes today? We had someone earlier in the NA Open, or NA Invite, I'm sorry. Drive straight in your shed and blow up. Or you'll be fine, nonetheless. Well, I'm excited to see what comes out of here. We see a little bang and Mom. We saw them hanging out, both of them, at the apartments last time I casted. Marley and Vusi are still at school, though. Unless they moved away from Rosshawk, I'm surprised they're still here. Let's go ahead and Little Bang rocking a shotgun and M16. And upstairs, we see Mama rocking the UMP and the AK. Not strong loot coming out of an apartment. It's all right. It's average. And we see an engagement coming down from Nicey Bro. It looks like, who went down here? Sneaky Arab. We run into Prog Dog in a moment. See the engagement, and Choco is able to take down Prog Dog, leaving Sneaky Arab and, or leaving Choco and Icy Bro alive, taking out Prog Dog and Sneaky Arab, taking them out early on, not putting them in a great position points-wise. Tweedledees, I don't know where his teammate is, maybe dead. It looks like Tweedledees is alone. He's going to be looting through here, which tells me that they are, actually, there's engagement coming out, Little Bang. Let's go ahead and go to Lil Mama, who's able to... has an 8x and AK, so it's an improv sniper. It's not quite the same hitting power, but the initial single shots are going to be doing work. Vusi as well with these SKS. Let's go over and jump over to him. I think Bink was able to kill Jake's. Where was he at? Over here, Bong Sao. Bing killed Bong Sao. Bong Sao, I remember, was also not a bad player nonetheless. Bang is going to be taking a few shots. Vusi is coming out victorious in each one of these little engagements. He's taking his shots out of here. Let's go over to Pal Marley. Let's see what he's doing. He's trying to scope and see where they're at. He's taking a few shots. Lil Mama still not taking any hits. Bang, I'm not sure if he's without meds. So we're going to keep jumping around, let him take that engagement. Bink. By himself. He lost his teammate. It was a 2v2, and he came out the sole survivor of the engagement. Bang's still moving around, just kind of shuffling back and forth, trying to get a better angle. It looks like he's now taking those meds. And I'm surprised with this loadout that they're taking this engagement. The 8x is strong, but it's only an AK and a UMP. They don't have this, and you can hear off the sounds of the shots coming from Vusi that he has the SKS, and that's a little bit intimidating to hear. Up here, we see Bambino moving down and through the gas. It looks like they're in Kameshki, the newly added town, as well as there's a couple warehouses up on Stalber that was recently added. Let's see how he's... I'm kind of curious how he came out of loot with this. A Kar 98 and an AK, not bad, not bad. And we see a level 3 helmet and another Kar 98. So, Kameshki is not out of the running for places to possibly loot. Always made me nervous. We see, now, who is this? Looks like a couple disconnects here. That might have been Tweedledee's teammates, but they're going to slowly tick down. No free kills for anybody today. So POW has actually been started moving south away from the school. It looks like they just don't want to take the engagement. And Tweedledee's, if he's stationary, might be able to be running across them momentarily for a little bit of one-on-two action. Tweedledee's is still moving around very loudly, but they're not close enough to hear this. And with these doors closed, Tweedledee's is doing a good job of covering his steps, making sure that he is not known. And we're going to see POW. They're probably going to dip inside the warehouse and keep moving depending on where they're trying to head. It looks like they're headed a little bit more to the west. Zoom out here, we still see them driving around. We might see the engagement coming up. There are, 5 teams in Yasnia. Goodness. All right, we'll go ahead and turn on X-ray for a moment. We see Ace Gun. Hey, it's high right outside, sitting on the edge of this building. He hears them inside. They're moving around right next door. They're, mere meters away. Hits high, is putting his ear to the wall, listening. Just trying to get a little bit of information where they might be. And Hey, It's High has his teammate Azen, who Azen is actually looking out at the front door. I like this positioning. They're spread out, but they're not right next to one another. Ace Gun, they, based off the way they're moving, know that there's others around. See, Ace Gun is just kind of peeking, using his Q&E to lean. Leaning is you're exposing your head, or just your head usually, but it's a smaller target, so that's the trade-off. Looking out, we see an engagement coming down from Steve Bry, who's just firing up at Cobb Zokin. Not going to be able to get the down as he fires off from the gas station. We're going to follow Ace Gun and stick with this engagement here because they are close, and you can smell them from here. There's blood in the water. Hay is being very, very patient. He's just trying to... You see this little lean he's doing. He's just putting his ear against the wall. Oh, there you go, man. The rock and the white shirt is an interesting choice nonetheless, but I'm not going to stick on any one player because I don't want to give anyone a distinct advantage. There is quite a bit of a delay, but you hear them running out the back. You see them slowly rotate around. We might see engagement coming out momentarily as they keep pushing over, but they're choosing to just leave. He's about to see with him cross his path. And there he goes. He sees him. Hey, It's High taking the engagement, but he's unfortunately not able to get the shots off, not able to get a single tag, and he's rotating around. They're both going back and forth on this. Hey, It's High trying to shoot down, is able to, Azen to knock down Ace Gun. The other one, and now it is a 1v1 situation. It looks like he might be going for the revive. Let's see what Azen doing. Azen's be sitting on the corner there. He actually is going for the revive. Azen is not, so this is going to be a 2v1 situation if he does not push up. And this is a tough, I think, High is trying to be safe here. Now 1 is up, he's going to be metting. Azen now is going for the revive. He's shooting down through underneath there, right in the feet. Azen pushes off to the side, and they're able to take advantage of his aggression and put him down. Ace Gun comes out victorious. Moving down here, we see another engagement coming out from Piz and Drac, and looks like they're up on top of the church. He has the Mini 14, and it looks like he's able to take out one teammate. All right, please, man. Okay. The smoke's dead. Mikhail is going to have to back off. He's low. He's going to be reviving, or not reviving, he's going to be healing himself up. They both have an SKS and a Mini 14, and I like this combination. It's one of the things, especially when I play with other people, is that, if one of them has a Mini 14, I'll pick up a Kar 98 or an SKS, give different ammo types and different fire, ability. SKS hits a little bit harder, is a little bit slower, but it handles a little bit differently. Mini 14 is good at kind of, medium to a little bit longer ranges. SKSs and Kar 98 are going to be longer and longer engagements, and the Kar 98, especially in duos, has the ability to put others down very quickly with 1, maybe even 2 shots. We see a crate up here. It looks like Flozif was able to pick that up. Let's see what he got inside. Show us your magical gifts. Maybe it was him, but level 3 backpack, I didn't see... Did he? Maybe it might have been an M249 is what it was. That might have been the reason for it. That's the only reason I could think they didn't grab the weapon. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So maybe they just didn't see it. We see this engagement coming back out from Mikhail, who's down there. He's still hiding beneath the hill, maybe trying to get a few points there. But considering how quickly they put down him, Please and his teammate here, Danksworth, did not take any damage. I'm surprised he's aggressing this. I'm surprised he's trying to get a little bit of loot, but he's gonna be running off to the side, running away down the hill. Let's go ahead, and he's still watching that corner. He's still peeking on this. He's gonna be showing his head there, and Please gonna take a couple of shots down from Mikhail here. Mikhail's gonna be running down the hill. He's gonna see them up above. He sees them being exposed. And unfortunately, he's not able to get the shots he wants, and he goes down. The Mini 14 versus the M16. Yeah, if you saw, he kind of had it on burst mode, which is a little bit rough to control, even though it has very limited recoil. We see an engagement coming down here from Straight Crazy. We saw him earlier on. They're going to be moving back and forth. Let's go ahead and zoom out slowly. It looks like Milk has gone down. It is a 1v2 situation. Let's go over to Taker, who's going to be running straight in here. He's able to put him down. It is now 1v1. Raffi's coming around right as Taker is reloading, and Raffi's able to get the kill. Taker, unfortunately, was just on the very end of his reloading animation, and it's not always the sound that syncs up. There's a little split second right after that you have to get that registered. The gas is now coming in, but he's going to be able to get it up. It's not a brutal circle. They have one more circle before it begins to really heat up and begin to take them out of pure force. All right, so we see Straight Crazy now up. He's going to be able to get a little bit of meds and check this loot. No problem. Not at all. Going down further. Everyone's now left the military base. We see Poe Marley. Is Tweedledee still alive? I wanted to check on that. He might have been taken out in this engagement. This is Vusi. They moved over here, so I'm guessing they eventually saw him moving around and they were able to take the engagement. I might be wrong. I just don't see him around on the map at all. We see Twitchy. Yeah, it looks like they probably took him out. Tweedle, hopefully your teammate can connect next time and doesn't DC down at the bottom. We see Traco still looting around a little bit. All right, let's go to Aurora here. So Aurora, who went down early. Aurora, I'm sorry, not Aurora, who went down to the dreaded bike. Now, Aurora is back with a vengeance. Rocking the interesting combination of the Tommy gun and the AK. The Tommy gun is a great close quarters combat weapon. With the extended mag, you can see that circular drum mag on the bottom. Gives you 50 round capacity. Fires very fast, but you're not able to put a sight on it, and the muzzle flash can be a little, iffy, but there's a good hip fire accuracy to it. We see people keep running around. We're about to see Josh come in, so let's go ahead and go to Cobb here. He's going to see them coming down the hill. He's going to be taking some shots down. Body shot, very nice with the AK. And down goes Muscles out on the edge. And it looks like Josh is going to be turning it away. He is very, very low. Josh is going to be driving off. And it looks like Insight is going to go ahead and take out Muscles on the team Insight God. They're taking this compound. They're holding it well. And Josh is very low. But now Squad Carry by himself right next to Josh. I'm not sure if he heard the car stop. But Josh will be able to heal up a little bit. Squad's now he doesn't exactly know where he is, and so I don't blame him for not pushing that. We know that he's very low, but he doesn't have that information, so it's safe to play. It's safer to play safe. It makes sense, right? English. Here's him driving off. Squad being taking some shots, but he's not going to be able to get any tags, unfortunately. Squad's going to be up on this hill by himself, rotating around. Bink down below. Hearing shots, looking around, looking for any pick that he can, but the tree canopies are going to be covering Squad Carry, and he's going to be safe to go. We see a little bit of engagement coming down from Cobb, who's actually aiming up at Lil Mama and Little Bang, both of them still at the apartments, holding that. Pang getting the shot on there. The AK with the 8X. Just showing you don't always need a sniper rifle, you just need a good scope. We see Flozif here pushing in. And with Fabble, Barney has gone down. Dick is watching the stairs. Flozif comes around the corner and goes down, and he is immediately shot. Dick doesn't want anything to do with him. He doesn't want camera, please reset. Fapple is able to kill Dick as he comes around. I'm sorry. So if my camera's on a person and they die, there's a brief kind of hesitation where it's like, hey, let this get all cinematic and start rising up to the heavens. You actually can see their spirit leave, believe it or not. But it looks like Dick didn't have a soul. He is in a full tracksuit. That is the reason. Don't wear that. It is horrendous. Inkoff goes to see Josh, he drove over here. Inkoff has gone down. Squad Carry very low over here. He is sitting on the tree. So now it looks like Inkoff is about to be caught between two separate solo players. He sees them up on there. Squad's choosing to run instead of... You see him, Squad. Come on, man. You got this. But now we see Josh coming down from behind him and is going to be able to finish him off. Josh with literally one tick of health. If a 9mm hits him, if a soft breeze hits him, he's going to go down. He's going to succumb to death, and his team will be out of the running. But now we have these two solo players once again, inadvertently teaming up. Good job, you guys. We see the engagement coming down here out of Bluey. We see two teams of Vora going down again. Let's see, Prusy might just go ahead. Prusy, Lord, might be able to just secure the kill or bait out the team, but it looks like there we go. The colors kind of confused me for a moment. I thought there was like 2 teams or 3 teams. LK, as he gets the kill, is now taken down across the way. Where is he from? Bambino down behind. He is rocking the Car 98 with the 4X. A wonderful combination. And he's be sitting here. Where is his teammate? We see Rectangle just looking for an angle, but it looks like he's not going to be able to get one. Go back over to Bambino. He's looking for the teams moving around. Prusi going to be able to get the revive, but they're behind the rocks. They have the deflate. They have the cover. Another engagement coming out from Cobb and Insight God taking some shots. They're about to be rolled up on. Let's go to Straight Crazies. They're going to hear the Jeep right across the road. He sees him get out. Wait, Straight? Do you see him get out? Oh, no. We're going to go over to, So Jen sees them. But let's see if he's able to take advantage of the situation. Yeah, Straight saw the UAZ. I'm surprised he didn't turn unless he just was, calling out and just moving back here. We see Raffi now moving away from the shoreline, moving back over here. We see nice Gen Stream, or Engine Stream, I'm sorry. And Engine Steam. Well, we got that on the first try. Nailed it. They're moving around the outside of the border. They're now down by the water. Josh Evolution on a separate team than Engine, actually. So we have a 1v1 right here. He's still in the gas, but it's slowly ticking. So Rafi and Straight Crazy are going to be moving up here. We see SLK1 also watching this, but they have their backs to this. Let's see what he's doing. He is literally not checking this. There are so many things that can happen here. I don't know what to watch, but we're going to slowly just kind of pan over here and see what happens. We see SLK1 with the grenade. We see Prusi. They're going to be moving up on the shoreline. Josh Evolution is following this. Engine Steam is sitting here just watching this as well. They're beneath the water. You can see him moving around, and I'm curious as Josh starts to get moving in. It looks like SLK1 from up here on the bridge takes a shot, and now we're going to see Engine Steam, who has a little bit of an angle. I think he's listening, doesn't realize that they're in the bridge, and he's going to be taking some body shots, but he's been running straight into Josh here, who's now behind this rock. So he actually sees him take a left. They're on separate teams. Why did you take so long? Engine Steam putting down Josh Evolution. Josh got punished for taking such a long time to recognize that, hey, that's not my teammate. That's a completely different person. We see Straight Crazy coming up, and he's also going to be shot from his back in a moment. If Engine decides to heal up and take advantage of the situation, he's going to be jumping back into the water. The gas is closing in very shortly, and this is where the damage begins to really take off. We see Nicey Bro taking some shots over at Please. Oh, no. Oh, the water fixed immediately. Oh, praise. They were not able to get any shots. We're going to go back over here. We see an Engine Steam pushing up. Or we see something. Oh, he's looking at the sky here. SNG's moving around. SLK1 still on the bridge. I'm not sure if they know where he's at. Straight Crazy's actually getting on the opposite side of this bridge. Maybe to get a little bit of an angle. They're going to be forced to start moving out SLK1. Straight Crazy's just healing up a little bit. Maybe boosting up just before he has to get out of here. Here comes the gas, and this is going to be hard on him because he's not going to be able to run across this unless he goes up behind, which is a little bit of a climb, and swimming across is still going to take, 15 to 20 seconds. So he's going to be boosting up all the way. I mean, you don't swim any faster with your boost, if I'm not mistaken, so that I think this is kind of futile a little bit. We're going to go ahead and jump out of here. I didn't realize you jumped in the water. My bad. We should be all right soon enough. We see a crate coming down over here that it has landed. Let's see if anyone picked it up. Another arm. That's been 2 arms that no one's have picked up. I mean, especially when it's this close quarters combat, it can be a little difficult for them to, make the decision, say, hey, do we want to risk it? Do we want to push up into this and grab it? A little bit of gas coming here, just closing out Bambino. We see them pushing in up here. They're going to be aggressing very heavily. Around the corner, we see Grenade bouncing down actually next to Bambino inadvertently. We're going to see the grenade going off. Bambino is very, very low. SLK is on the complete opposite side of this wall. We have a bit of an angle here. We see Rectangle not quite able to get a shot. We see SLK1 taking, kind of start running out. One has gone down. Bambino also goes down. It is if he can crouch jump out of this window, he's trying. He's going to be taking out Bambino. Rectangle is having a hell of a day trying to... It doesn't matter. You don't need to get out of the side of the window. It looks like... Who was that, actually? That was a ways away there. Oh, here we go. Straight Crazy taking the shot. He's taking some shots into Rectangle there, but he's taking out as well. Little Bang. Still. Wait, what did Little Bang do? Are they still... They're taking just... Look at this distance. Little Bang is making the most of that AK. Not supposed to do an M16 with the 8X on there. Good shots, great shots coming from them. Now we see Keys up here, up on top of the hill. They're moving down. They have a lot of good cover, but they're going to have to be moving into this large open field. And so, looking out into what the gameplay is going to be revolving around is there's a couple of options people can take. Over here around school, this is dead center, so it might actually end on school, which would be heavenly. And so it's going to be a close quarters combat situation where the Car 98s won't matter a whole lot. We see Rectangle taking some shots. But as we look around, if he's going to end out in the field, is that you can take a vehicle and park up, but, over here in this little cubby's going to be your safest bet. But there's a overall pretty even spread about where players are. Let's go ahead and back out a little bit more. We see 2 at the apartments, 2 teams. We see 2 individuals at, or a team of 2 over at school. Please and Dankosaurus. Wait, yeah, Danksworths. Much more fancy than I thought. And Please still moving down the 2 mini 14s. And 2 teams close together, leaving whatever you'd like to call these little compounds, these little houses. Rectangle taking some shots. Let's go over to, let's get new. They're driving their way. And I'm surprised they're actually not even headed towards the circle. It looks like Rectangle's be forced to start running. He might take some shots down from Little Bang. Little Bang's actually, they're moving up away from the apartments. They're going to have to wrap around. Rectangle is still running down. It looks like he's going to die to the circle, unfortunately. We see engagement coming down as Keys start running through. Keys is taking a couple of shots off from the west side. We see Captain goes down as well. Let's go ahead and stick with them. Keys is moving around. He sees them. He's going to get a couple. He's going to be able to get him very low, but does not finish off the kill. They're running in. They're taking shot after shot from Insight and Insight God. Funzies actually just died outside the play zone. Little Mama and Little Bang pushing in. Little Bang has gone down, and Little Mama does not have the cover, and unfortunately goes down as well to Insight in his team, Insight God. They have this height advantage, and there wasn't enough of a little ridge to help them out there. Everyone on that hillside was just shot out. There's at least 5 bodies there. Powell Marley by himself. And it looks like the circle is going to be favoring the field, but still has this wall behind it. People are able to predict this easily, but people are going to be pushing in through school, so that's become a bit of a fire zone. So I think right now, Danksworth and Please has the advantage, actually. They have this little ridge, this little pocket. They have these trees. And the only thing you have to worry about is Powell over there. So let's go ahead and scope over to them. He has the 8X... Mini 14, so he's wrapping around. He's looking around. Ooh, and that little blood spider. Oh, Danksworth's out the corner of his eye, just sees him. Oh, he's able to get the shot. The headshot comes out from Danksworth right onto Vusi. But they might be able to get the revive up. It looks like his teammates. So everyone's watching them, unfortunately. They're in a tough position. They're going to have to move up. So Powell's going to be going for the revive. But he just cannot get the angle from Danksworth watching that angle. And then we have Insight up here watching that. He has this big open bay window. He's actually sitting up on this platform. An amazing, just like a shooting gallery for him. Insight God just has this perfect position. The circle is just working with them. And they have this beautiful spot to sit. They can watch over each angle. Up on this 3rd floor, but we're going to see a team kind of moving up through school here. An engagement coming out. Stevie, who is sitting inside the hut, they're going to be forced to move out with the gas coming in. He's very low, so Stevie High Roller is going to be going down. His teammate as well. And that is the final of Stevie's team. So we're falling back over here. We're going to kind of zoom out for a moment and watch everything that's happening. We see a team of 2. We see 3 teams of 2. We see Twitchy. Almost kind of looks like a squad of 4 based off the colors. Please just be taking some shots into... Here we go. We see them jumping around. But, oh, they actually get the circle. This is a huge play for them. So now there's these 2 teams are going to be taking out one another. Cobb still has the height advantage. He's going to be peeking up over this, taking a few shots down into the shed. Twitchy and Rodney, taking a little bit of cover inside here. Cobb's trying to stand up on the bleachers. He's going to be throwing a grenade. We're going to go follow that in a moment. Let's see where this ends up. Nice throw. Close, but not quite. Roy's still taking some shots over here. We see Please and Danksworth's also taking shots now. Inside God. Inside God no longer has the distinct advantage. I think they're actually probably in the worst position in total because, they have to move out. And Twitchy, they have a little bit more room to start moving around. You can see them. They just jumped out. Let's go ahead and see. They're actually laying down. Let's go over to Twitchy here. He's taking some shots down. Cobb Zokin here, putting the hurt back on him. We're going to see Roy looking out there. He's going to be forced to heal up. We see Insight following. Insight just... properly covers the one exit they can. There's only 2 here. You saw them here before. So it looks like he's going to be moving up here. Cobb is still now no longer watching that exit. So Twitchy's going to be forced to kind of start moving out, following them down. All right. Now Insight is moving up on side this hill. He sees them jumping around. Sees the last one. He's going for the revive in 13 seconds. So they're going to have to run immediately. So they're moving around. They know where Please and Danksworth are at. Insight is moving on the south side of this. They're moving up slowly on this ridge. Let's go ahead and follow Insight as he cuts up into this. Getting a little bit of an angle. He sees them both. Taking down Please. Danksworth by himself. He's going to go ahead and finish the kill and sees Danksworth stick his head up over the little knoll. And Danksworth is going to go ahead and be by himself. But now Twitchy taking a little bit of revenge and taking out Kobzokin here. Insight firing back, firing to Twitchy here. Let's go ahead and see what Insight's doing. Roydy moved his way out. He can hear the gunshots, so he's going to go ahead and take out Roydy. Insight gets the kill. 10 freaking kills. 6 from Kobzokin. That is 16 kills from a duo. My goodness, they deserve that win. Holy jeez. We're going to take a few screenshots and send that over for the live score update. Wow. That's, that's intense. We will be right back. I'm going to quickly send the scores over. I'm going to do a quick interview with Insight and Kobzokin on Team Insight God. I will be right back. Stick with it, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, what's going on?
Hello, hello.
Hello, congratulations on the round 1 win.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, mate.
Yeah, that was, going into that, you guys had that wonderful advantage inside that school. I saw that big open kind of pool house window, and you guys were firing out of that, just getting shot after shot. I was kind of worried, actually, when the circle kind of crossed the field there, that you guys were in a little bit position, but you guys definitely played that right, watched their proper entrances, and punished Twitchy and Roydney, if that's his name. So going into that final, how are you guys feeling? Kind of final few circles.
How's it? Well, we're a bit sketchy because we were all the way to the east, and we just drove the UAZs straight to the pool area, and we just locked down the pool.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys run any opposition on your way there?
No, not really. Pool was
got-
clear. When we went to school, it was.
Yeah, no one was at school, so
I saw you guys on the eastern, probably about a click to the east, sitting in that little compound. You're able to take out Muscles there as they were
Yep.
driving around there. Those are some good shots. I think it was Cobb there. Good job with the AK. I know it's pretty hard to track with that, the bullet velocity on that. So good job there. Did you guys have the loadout you wanted going into that fight?
well, we're a bit low on ammo when we first got to the school, but we managed to kill some people that just drove to the fence,
Mhm.
and we ended up getting a lot of ammo. And we didn't have any scopes. I only had a 2x that whole game, but we managed to make it work.
Oh shit.
Well, I mean, you guys obviously pulled it. I think you guys had a wonderful play there near the end. You knew where Danksworth and his teammate were pleased, and you started rotating around that ridge, kind of making the most of that. 10 freaking kills from you Insight, 6 from you Cobb,
Yeah.
16 kills in a lobby that is what 60, 50 people. That's absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
Were people moving into you, or did you find that were you guys seeking out gunshots?
I think the pool is such a strong position because you're so covered, but you have so much control over around you. And
Mm-hmm.
at that point, once we had pool control, we were just taking pot shots at everyone all around us. And by the end of the game, we knew exactly where like most squads were. So I feel probably that position won us the game, I would say, and probably the reason why we got so many kills. It's such a good position to play from if you can get there safely.
Yeah, in the last couple circles, a lot of people were just running out the open, and we were just sitting there, just shooting everyone as they ran in. And that got us a lot of kills.
So are you blaming the other players for running into your bullets? Is that what you're telling me?
I think people need to they need to kind of decide where they're gonna go.
Yeah, I think.
before.
Well, something I talk about on stream as well is I think people need to move when they can to an extent, not when they have to. Because I noticed near the end there,
Exactly.
you saw, I think it was 3 teams coming down from the south side up that hill. And I think you guys were taking some shots. You took out Lil Mama and Little Bang as they were kind of coming down. You guys were able to get the shots. I think it was Insight. You killed her. She kind of went prone in the field, and you guys just had the height advantage, and so the Ridge wasn't able to do much for them. So I definitely agree entirely. But were you guys nervous having Twitchy and his teammate next to you for that long?
Well, I play at the school a lot,
Mm-hmm.
so I pretty much knew that position entirely, and I knew there was like a little hill there. So as soon as I jumped out the window, we had a little like defilade, and we could just run straight to the west, and we were pretty fine.
Well, very
So
good.
I think we had it under control.
I mean,
I'm pretty
clearly,
nervy.
16 kills is
I got
pretty under
nerves.
control. All right, well, I'm excited to see what you guys can do in round 2. I'll be following you guys closely, so don't mess it up.
We'll try.
Good job, you guys.
Thanks very much.
All right, guys, I'm turning a little bit of music, and as we get into the next round, we're going to go ahead and go to a quick break. Also, this is a fantastic song. It's Pegborn Nerds. I love it. For those of you who are just tuning in, this is the ESU League OCE Duo FPP Open Season 1, Week 5. Whatever the title is down there. Make sure you guys hit the follow button. I think we are now at 1,000 followers. Thank you guys so freaking much. I am Seismic, or Seismic White on Twitch and Twitter, and I'll be right back with round 2. All right, welcome back. Not only are we stepping it up a notch this round 2, we have 75 people. I am now wearing a bandana. Because this is comfortable for me. This is what I think. I like it. It's who I am, alright? This hat right here, doesn't do it for me, alright? We're focused. Alright, so, a couple things going into round 2. We saw Insight God and his team pull out 16 kills in round 1. They were playing from school. And they just were an absolute terror. They ended up pulling out the victory as well, not just getting a lot of kills. So that puts them in a very strong position going into round 2. As long as they don't start flopping, they should be good on a straight line to victory. I had a good discussion with you guys in chat about names. Apparently, it's not Roidy. It's, where is this? Let's find this again here. It's... And also, was it, Frankiois? I'm telling you, man. So it's Royde. We'll go with Royde. So we're going to jump straight into this gameplay here as we just kind of sit back and have this discussion. But going into round 2, I'm excited to kind of keep watching the same teams. I'll kind of go into Insight a little bit more to see what they're up to, because 16 kills is nothing to scoff at. But we're going to have 75 to 76 people kind of coming into this lobby, which is quite a bit more than NA. So props to the NA, or props to the OCE fellows here. And if you guys haven't taken the chance, go ahead and hit that follow button on up above. Support ESU League and make sure you tune in for all the different fun events. Alright. Alright, so we see you guys everyone kind of warming up a little bit. We see whoever that is with a pan, that was boarding bear rocking the pan, swatting away grenades, which I think is just a lovely addition to the game. Is that you can swat away grenades if you have a pan, just like MLB, a little bit of baseball, or cricket, depending on where you're from. You guys go ahead and just smack the living crap out of the grenade. It goes soaring back. I've seen it done once, and I was wildly impressed. Aurora, I'm going to call you out simply for crashing a bike. Everyone likes a little bit of humor. Work on it. All right. We're now going into the plane. Everyone's getting their on-flight snacks, popping out the movie, putting their seats, in the upright and locked position. Same thing with the tray tables. We're getting ready to jump out. Much like United Airlines, people are about to start, getting kicked out. I'm not sure that was in poor taste, but we'll move past it, all right? So we're going to see a southeast kind of moving across. So a lot of these places like Severny and Yasny are going to be it's going to be a long journey over there. They can pull early and still not be able, even if you pull now, you're still probably going to make it about there. So what they're going to want to do is pull, maybe find a vehicle and drive their way up. We see most people going north. Military is often contested, and when you're playing in one of these environments where you're playing for points, playing for a potential prize, you're definitely going to want to play a little bit more safe than you would on stream and things of the sort. We see Barney and Dick going to be able to take Novo for themselves while we have about 4 to 5 teams going down to military. It looks like Jokester, Pone, actually, I don't know where his teammate is. We saw the Jokester, we saw the Noah before. They're going to be moving onto this little compound, maybe kind of moving up to the north. We see a wave of people moving straight north, getting ready. We're going to send the map. We're not going to send the map usually this long, but this is just kind of seeing the spread of everyone goes. We still have Mama probably going to apartments. They're still looking around. You can see Lauren's looking back and forth, but maybe they're not going to go to the apartments. I'm just be surprised. They seem to, they usually go there. So they might be trying to grab a vehicle. Let's see what they're doing over here. Parachuting down. Yeah, they are in fact landing here. So the warehouse is a good first place to start. You usually can pick up a little bit of maybe level 3 gear. Warehouses are notorious for that. Level 2 backpack. A 4X, going to be very, very helpful going into these longer ranged type games. No one is above the river at the current moment. Not surprising, the plane is just going to be a tough position, but a lot of people here. We see actually a new grab the vehicle leaving Flozif and Fapple to their own devices inside this little bit of compound. So we're going to maybe stick with them for a little bit. Flozif and Fapple putting in a lot of kills as well, but we're not able to pull out the victory. Kind of backing up. Let's see what these engagements. We see that Nicey Bro has gone down. Not gone down, but taking a little bit of chunk out of his house. We're going to turn the X-ray and see where everybody's at. He is where? He's in the bathroom, hiding out in the stall. He doesn't want anything to do with this. Much like a bullied kid, he's going to be just hiding out. Poor little fellow. He's scared and alone. Where's his teammate? We don't know. Bladeaholic next on the other side of the compound. This is going to be a rough position to be in. You can barely see his feet if you come in, but that is not something most people will notice. Boochester here in the pitter-patter of little feet with shotguns. They go running past. We'll come back to that in a little bit. We don't see any engagements coming out quite yet. People are still kind of getting situated, getting their guns. These shotguns early on, not a bad thing. You know, later on in the game, they can be a little bit rough. It's not close quarters, but in this case, it's a very, when everyone has low armor, this, even though like on double barrel, a one shot can be a kill. And as long as you are true to your mark, you should have no problem taking out one or even two people without reloading. He's just looting around. Let's see where his teammate is. Bladeaholic getting the Mini 14. Looking out across there, making himself known. Taking a few shots over at Nicey, bro. And, you know, there's two ways you could have gone about this, and I'm surprised he took this method. Is this... Oh, I was wrong. I like this a lot. So... we see Boochester being able to run away, give him a distraction. I thought if Boochester was going to sit there, that this is kind of a weird thing for him to do because then he'd have to run all the way over, but I like what he's doing. He's offering a little bit of distraction. Boochester able to pick up a P18, the Glock, the fully automatic, Nicey, and Antraco taking some shots. The VSS, the silent killer, taking a few shots. Actually hits Blade a couple times. He's firing straight through these slats here. Said slats, which isn't even a word. We have Nicey still taking shots. He does not have an optic, which makes it a little bit difficult, but it has a decent iron sight nonetheless. Looking through, we're going to see an eastern circle kind of centered around Lepovka and Milta small. It looks like Calzarita. Are they inside? Hello? Where's my camera going? Okay. Well, either someone's underneath the map, or I have a few questions. Maybe he was underneath the, Oh, he was in the bunker. All right. A little curious. Nicey and Solo and Bladeaholic looks like Boochester is able finally to link up with him. He is not rocking a whole lot of firepower, but he might be able to be dropped a rifle from his teammate, be moving forward with that. Everyone's, again, Muscles and Josh Evolution off to the side, getting a little bit of loot. Everyone's kind of, we saw Milk and Taker, especially in the last couple of weeks, is they definitely like to sell on these outskirts. And some players definitely like to, they feel comfortable, you know, these larger kind of attractive zones where, you know, you're in military, try to get the loot. If you are able to outshoot a lot of people, it's not a bad choice. But if you just want to be loot safe and get to the end zone, play for those points, play for those wins, 190 points for a win, this is not a bad decision. Milk rocking the pan. Hopefully he has a rifle. He does. He has an Uzi and an AK. We see Taker moving around. He is rocking the pistol. He's going a little bit John Wick here. Can't say I'm, you know, against that. If he can win that, props to him. He's rocking, looks like the Beretta. Or the P92. Reaper's teammate going down here. So quickly, let's check on this. Actually, oh. What? Hello? Oh. People, again, very spread out at this point. We might see a little bit of engagement come down. Reaper backing off. Hello. Reaper actually in the side building over here. This compound is kind of separated by two sections. He's taking the advantage of this, but I'm surprised he does not have a rifle. Maybe he does. He does not. He doesn't even have a helmet. So he's in a rough position. He is just waiting out, maybe trying to get a little bit of picks. Jack and Vasquez both have the superior firepower. So this is a rough spot for Reaper. We'll check it back in on that. 3 teams here in Georgia Pole moving around. Twitchy running away from Muscles here, who's not able to get the shots onto the body. Twitchy's still just running away. He just has about a fourth of his health gone, not going down. The 2X is a solid scope nonetheless. The reticle is very forgiving. It's not very invasive when you look down. Something like a red dot, where it's can obscure your target. It's a very low profile glow to it. I said, you know, it's great for things like Mini 14 or just most ARs. I actually prefer to take it over something like the Hollow and the red dot. The only thing it's red dot and the Hollow are better at is ADS speed. So looking down here, we see a rectangle and his teammate here. Who is this? Zeno Bambino. Getting a little bit of loot here. Looks like they have a Car 98 coming out of South Georgia, but they are on the Death Trap motorcycle. If they die from this, I will not be surprised. This thing itself is probably the most dangerous thing in the game. I'd rather get shot at than drive this thing. It's so unbalanced. But I have faith. Looks like Vasquez here was able to get the kill. It looks like Jacko killed Reaper as he came upstairs. He, again, only had a pistol. That was a rough spot to be in. You can see that he literally fell all through floors. He's face down in the mud, but he'll be fine, I'm sure. Come back next time. He'll be all right. We see Milk Moving through here, they're low on health, taking a few shots as they came from Sneaky Arab and Prague Dog. Looking around through here, we're going to see a few people having to start crossing the bridge. They know where the circle's at, and the gas is slowly coming in now. This gas, I mentioned this before, it does not do a lot of damage, but, you know, like any gas, you probably don't be there too long. We see an engagement coming out from Hicks Y. Looks like they were able to take down, where is he? Straight Crazy. We see Suck on D's. All right, pushing up. I'm not sure if they were the ones that took him out. I'm guessing they did, based on why he's moving. So Straight is down behind that rock. He sees him moving around. Suck on, still moving around, shuffling his feet. And it looks like Raffi is not anywhere to be seen. I mean, we can see him, but he's quite a ways away. He's actually running away from this engagement. I mean, Straight, he's still good. He has cover. He has rocks. Straight just holding to his stomach, crawling. You got this, man. It's just a flesh wound. You'll be fine. All right. So we're probably gonna see we're gonna see Suck On or Hicks Y take out. There he goes, finishing the kill and getting the delicious 2 points. When I hear Nicey, it looks like they were they? Boochester was. They just decided to leave that engagement. Let's see what they ended up with. There you are. Running around. She has a Mini 14 and an M16, not a bad combination. She's running both 5.56 rounds. And we see Boochester here rocking the SKS Scar. He came out very well for being stuck in a bathroom. He has risen to the mighty hero that he is, and we all know him to be. Congratulations on that promotion. What a way to move on up. Nicely, bro. Actually, we go down over here. Let's see what they're rocking. He's rocking a SKS as well and an M4. And his teammate is rocking still a VSS, a Glock. And, you know, it's one of those things where I definitely don't like having a pistol because I'm trying to rotate between, you know, red dots and things of the sort. Okay, this is getting nauseating. We'll just watch him go down the stairs. Oh, now he stops. Okay, thanks. It will go to whatever gun does not have a sight on it, so it can definitely be in kind of a little intrusive. Going out over here, we see teams kind of coming together. Milk is not going to be seen by Frankiois, I think is the way I was told to say it in chat. If not, again, I apologize. Twerkafish, we had seen him many times before. They're moving around through Lipovka here with Linkov. Linkov is still rocking an This is a little surprising. Lipovka can be a little finicky. He still has the M16. He has an AR, but for the long-range engagements, he's going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage. Twerkafish with the SKS. That is, 4 SKSs, I believe, that we have seen. 1 on the west, 2 down south, and 1 right there. Hazen here. Milta Power treating them well. Looks like another ump. Now, sometimes it's just a preference. We actually had picked up the M24 from the crate. Was it this one? Or was it the one down in the water down to the south? It was not this one, but that is a beautiful crate. Whew. The MK14, a semi/fully automatic DMR. It's kind of like an SKS. The thing sounds like Satan itself is shooting at you. It just sounds beautiful and aggressive and scary. But we're going to probably be seeing someone pick this up eventually. We see Tavon, K Biggie moving up. So we're going to see these teams as they slowly move over here. This is very appealing for these houses because it's wide out in the open. You have a lot of sight lines, but it is often occupied, and it can be a little dangerous for people to push up on this. But they're sitting on the back side. They're not sitting on these front houses a little bit. They're sitting away from the UAS, which I think is a smarter idea, but they have closed every single door while every other one has doors open. I'm not mistaken. And so they're going to see a little bit, let's see what African Teroa does. He's taking a couple shots over at Tavon, and is not able to get any shots off there. But Danny Dynamite able to knock out. We're seeing a little engagement coming down here. Danny is over here taking this engagement. He's out of ammo, but he's reloading quickly. Pone is very low and going to be going down. He's going to go ahead and finish off Pone with a headshot. His teammate nearby. Danny's teammate across the road, and I always appreciate when teammates split up. It can put you at a little bit, of a disadvantage if one of you goes down, but you get such a better angle. If someone's sitting behind a rock and one goes left, one goes right, you're going to, more or less win that engagement. Squad carry finally killed Willix, and it looks like boarding pair killed Frankie Oys here. Squad carry, who we saw solo last time, rocking actually, he was right next to this tree down here, coming back, still has a teammate alive, doing well. You see a lot of teams, surprisingly, still out in the gas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over 7 teams still out in the gas. An engagement coming down again from 80 proof here, firing off down. He's taking a couple of body shots. We go over his teammate here. We see Mikhail firing down. That is not Mikhail. Vacuum game taking out Captain Kern here. We see him firing off. And he's getting punished for it as well. 80 proof finally killed Captain Ken, who was just laying there. That's the one we saw go down. Mikhail, that is his teammate. Tavon killed Linkoff with a scar. You know, Duos is much harder to catch all the action, but we're trying to as best as we can. Danny Dynamite running around. They're going to be by themselves. A lot of teams coming down here. Let's go ahead and see this engagement here. We see Bladeholic watching them come around. He's staring behind the tree. He's peeking. He sees him peeping on the wall. They're taking a little bit of damage, but they know that they have to push into the gas. He has to push back in, so he's going to be able to get a little bit of a... he's actually trying to get a little bit better of an angle. He sees him moving. He just hesitates to try to get a little bit of flick too soon. So he's been taking some shots, but now he's out in the open field. He is being shot in the back now, and this is... I'm surprised he turned his back to him. That is a dangerous thing to do. That was a little bit of a rough decision. He wanted to kind of retreat, but the thing is that, you know, he turns back. He should just slowly, you know, done a little bit of suppressing fire, but we see that up there on the roof as well. Boochester getting a little... He's still safe in the zone, but the blue is still taking them down, and Boochester knocks out Nicey, bro. Now is stuck with Intraco, who's up top on the wall. He's still looking around for him. I don't think he saw them up. I saw his little head peeking up there, and Traco's going to be moving down. If we kind of back out over here, let's go ahead and finish off this engagement before we jump to anybody else. We see Nice Bro. This is kind of a little bit awkward of a conversation. Let's see if we hear him talking. And Traco's probably going to be...
Hey, buddy. How you going, buddy?
Hey,
couple shots coming in at Traco. People parking off.
You wanna give me a hug?
Yeah,
Hug.
give me a hug too, man. Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh, hey, friend. You're my
He's
best
going to
friend.
bleed out. Bladeholic is
You're
going to be
my
going
best
down.
friend.
Oh, no!
No!
Good old fun from the OCE. I love you guys more than NA. Don't tell them that. Nicey, bro. Being left to his own devices, and Traco's going for and Traco tries to make the decision to go around, and Boochester takes out Traco. Thank you for that. Thank you for not being vulgar. Flows are taking some shots down at 80 proof. It looks like Mikhail is taken out, so he's going to be going down. 80 proof is forced to leave. 80 proof is very, very low. And Flows are taking shot after shot with the AK. Hard to hit. 80 proof is going to be able to get down beneath that zone, get beneath that little ridge and be safe. But down is going to be go Mikhail in a moment. Fapple moving up. She's in crawling. Mikhail, at least making the effort to move around. Some people just give up. No, not Mikhail. He's a trooper. Say hi to the shotgun, and there he goes. All right. Fapple going to get a little bit of loot. He's still rocking the level 1 helmet, so... we see another engagement. Please taking some shots over at the compound towards Tweedledees and Tweedlenuts. Love the duo combination there, the names. But they, at least one of them, at least not, they're both disconnected here. At least both of them are here. They're able to engage. And it looks like Boochester is going to be able to get a little bit of loot, get himself fully equipped, moving into the final part of this game. There's still a lot of people left, but a lot of people spread out. See some people moving out towards the edge, moving around to the zone. And let's see if anybody got this. I want to know who has the MK14. It is a beautiful, beautiful gun, and it scares the living crap out of me. No one's picked this up. It's going to be a pleasant find one. That's a lot. It has an 8X in it. It has a med kit. Thing is just going to be like Christmas morning. We still see Keys and Funzy moving around. Sneaky Arab living up to his name, and they're sneaking on the outside of the circle, looking through kills here. No one's really standing out too much. 2 kills coming in from Jacko. 3 kills from Tavon. We've seen Tavon before. Booch doesn't be moving in. No one's camping this bridge, so he should be safe going through. We've seen engagement coming out. Please is moving around here. Taking, so Flozif goes down. Apple, Flozif maintaining their position and their reputation. Killing out Please and Danksworths. Or, what did I call him before? I forgot. They're able to pick him up. Be good to go. They should be safe for a little bit, be able to get healed up, but they've been taking solid engagements, improving themselves. We see another engagement coming out here. Osliam on the opposite side of this wall. This little engagement, taking these barriers, taking the engagement to Taker and Milk here. Taking a couple of shots right into his chest there. Down goes Taker. Ace Gun just finishes him off. Doesn't want to risk the revive. Now it is a 2v1 situation. Milk is very low. Osliam trying to get the angle. Ace Gun still peeking behind. They're kind of taking the same angle, which is, you know, not as beneficial, but they're trying to be safe about it. And Milk is actually still going to keep pushing up. I appreciate the aggression, but, you know, it can definitely get you killed. He sees his head slowly peek behind the wall. Let's go ahead and turn off the x-ray for a moment. He sees a peek for a moment. Joshy's, or Milk's still sneaking around here. We zoom out here. You kind of see where they're at. Milk trying to get a little bit of an angle. He takes a couple more bite shots. He's going to be medding up. And Liam should have known that he hit him a couple times with the blood splatter, so we'll see him fully met up in a moment. But he's going to be tossing some grenades here. Not getting anywhere close. This is some weak throws. Barely getting halfway there. Milk again moving, getting a little bit of distraction. He's aggressing up very heavily, and he should be going down any moment, and down goes Milk as Oslium takes him out. We see another engagement coming out here. It looks like Muscles here on this. Before I can do anything, Muscles killed Rectangle and SLK1. And ooh, we see another. He's on the outside here. He hears him moving around, but based off the way the sound design is, Muscles knows he's outside. They know he's right in this corner. Josh is watching this door. He's slowly peeking. They're not aggressing. They're trying to keep their safe spot here. Bambino by himself now. It looks like Josh is going to be pushing this corner. He's going to be peeking for it, waiting for the. They're going back and forth here. Still looking around here. Waiting for him to move around. Muscles is still sitting up top, looking through this window, seeing if he's going to be running past. They're listening for it. Josh is going to be throwing a grenade. Now, I'm not sure what his plan is, because it's either going to go all the way out or barely, it's just going to go back in. He T-bows. He full arms throws a thing. MLB goes careening past. No, actually, Josh, you got that. Wink. Yeah, he's got it. Everyone tell him that he did a good job later on. When I'm more tired, I think that I get a little more aggressive and insulting to the players. They all do a wonderful job. I love them. They're hilarious. But seeing the thing careen out is just fantastic. Josh still holding this. Bambino waiting for the kill. He could just as easily move away. He has a Car 98. He has a Mini 14. This is probably my favorite combination when I play solos, because you can still take these medium engagements with this. It fires so fast you can hold 30 rounds. It hits so hard. It hits... and he's taking this... Actually sees Evolution up there in the window. He's moving around. He's a compensator on there as well. He could... I'm surprised he's not taking the initiative and running away. Let's see if Muscles has the height advantage. He's still running back and forth. He actually... Oh, he's trying to jump through the window. There you go, Muscles. Yeah. All right. So maybe just still laying down. They could easily just swarm to each side of this, but the thing is that a lot of players, especially in this point, they're going to go for the secure kill. Taking some shots on the hill. The Noah inadvertently helping Bambino. He's going to be flipping the bike and driving his way out to safety. Noah is moving his way up. Noah by himself. Bambino taking the bike and booking it, saying, sayonara, I will see you another time. But he starts taking a couple shots at him, but it will not be, pulling into Tweedle here. Tweedle's not going to, they're going to be here in the bike, but it's on the complete backside. Not going to have a lot of good vision with these three windows. They don't have a lot of angle to it, so he's going to be able to escape. We see Noah taking the engagement coming across. He knows that he's in the house. He heard the shots. He's looking around. He hears them. He's looking around. I'm not sure if anything more than a 2x, though. If he's just currently rocking the... Okay. Might only have a 2x, which is... It's, again, before, it's a wonderful reticle, but... So, Tavon here... Taking a couple shots all the way down from boarding gear. It looks like they took out... Was that Floatsif? I'm trying to make sure I get all the engagements here. Slowly but surely. Cat's-a Reed pulling away with the M249 and the full walking bush. He is the shadow himself. He is the shadow in the night. He can't be seen. We see Jaxo go ahead and finish off Engine Steam. I said that very weird. Engine Steam. A couple shots on there, and it looks like they're going to be in a safe position. They only has a level 1 helmet, but watching outside the back. They're going to slowly move in and be out in the middle of this field. This is a tough place to play in because it's these large open fields, very flat, and then you have these individual houses and these little compounds. Hard to approach if you're not, or someone's already situated in there. So now the guys can push in. They're going to see a lot of engagement pushing up into here. We see Bambino kind of watching the southwest, watching the border. We're about to see a few people push back. This is going to be down the hill now as they slowly come down. No one's in the shed. But we do see... Where's he at? In the sniper tower, we see Twitchy, and then slightly right below, we see Bambino by himself. Left his bike, and he's just moving around back and forth, trying to make himself, very silent. We see an engagement coming out here from Oslim once again, taking some shots down at Tavon and his teammates at the drive past Tavon rather low. Let's see where they're driving off into. They're going to keep following. They're going to keep pursuing it. Tavon stopped a little bit prematurely if they knew where these shots are coming from. Let me moving up. And it looks like Ace Gun might see them in a moment. He keeps pushing up. He sees their car. He sees the vehicle. He's quickly reloading his AK. Getting You ready to put down the hurt. We're going to follow Ace Gun as he kind of pushes up into this. He sees the UAS. He sees them moving around. He's going to take a couple suppressed shots. Tavon running away. But now, Durain takes the, oh, here we go. Let's go to Oslin for a moment. Draken taking the initiative, hearing the shots, and while Tavon's getting shot, punishes his teammate here. Oslim's teammate, Tavon, goes down. He says, all right, 1 for 1. I'm going to get the kill. How do you like that? Draken's rather low. He's going to be able to heal up just a split second before Oslim's going to be able to push up. Let's go to Oslim's point of view as he gets a little bit closer. He is rocking the 8X, which is an aggressive magnification at this range, but he should be switching over to the... All right, here we go. He has the M16. He's trying to circle around, get a little bit of angle. Draken gets the med kit, taking a couple of shots from Lil Mama from down the way, and he's going to be able to finish off Draken, getting the kill and getting himself a solid 4 points. Moving in here, we see Tweedle Nuts moving in. Danny by himself, herself. Danny Dynamite hears them go up the hill, and Danny's by themselves. We'll be very ambiguous about this. We see Hixy, Little Bang, and Lil Mama a little bit split up here, but they might have a angle here. You actually see Insight. Where is Insight? Oh, wrong engagement. Little Bang on the first floor. He's gonna be running into them, crossing over. He sees their heads. And he's actually with a door open, just drinking. The disrespect, he's popping colas. It doesn't matter. You can look at me. I'm going to keep drinking. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be fully energized. And you can see with now on the very bottom there, he is on his 3rd bar, meaning he's running 2% faster than anybody else that has, well, no boost or less than 3. Engagement coming from Kyle Demand getting shot now. Ways out from Azen here, who's looking down into the field. Azen kind of getting some returning fire, trying to look from where he's being shot, and it is not in the blue. He's completely exposing himself back from where he's getting shot, and down goes Azen from Cobb Zokin here. Cobb, if you weren't paying attention, is all the way over here in this compound. He has the long distance, this long sight line here, and that's what I was talking before. It's just such a flat space to fight on. There is nothing between them all the way over there. He sees them running, takes another body shot, hits Hay, and they, all right, lining it up, and down goes Hay. It's high from Cobb Zokin, putting in work again, showing their killing ability. Cobb Zokin get a couple shots on Danny. It's very low. Danny is rushing around, has the Mini 14. Boom goes the US, and now laying down, just trying to get a little situated. Insight moving up on the other side. Cobb Zokin still watching this alleyway. I like what they're doing. They're pushing up. Raffi also in here. I'm not sure if Cobb and Insight knows this, so this is going to be a little bit of a interesting situation. Let's watch. A grenade goes off very close to Danny. Raffi is just still chilling in here. Standing behind with no helmet. He hears the gunfire. He's trembling in his boots. I'm not sure he even has boots. He's that underlooted. Cobb Zokin's moving around. Insight is completely on the backside of this. If he moves in there, he's going to be dead. Much like a spider's tunnel web, if anyone steps inside, they are trapped, and they are for sure dead. Raffi is just playing the long con. I don't know what led him to get stuck here. We see K's United taking Cobb Zokin, take a couple shots down at Bink. K's United, K's the Untamed. I'm sorry, not United. Kills Twitchy. Twitchy knocks out Bink. All right. Insight still moving around. Danny, this is an interesting position for Insight Gods there. They have 2 individuals directly close to, like, right next to them. We see this little gap here. Danny's taking a couple boosters, getting ready. Cobb Zokin out of ammo, reloading, just trying to get situated once again. Insight taking some shots, and oh my God, they are so close. Somebody do it. All right, Insight Gods, they're watching. Insight's trying to get a little bit of an angle. We're gonna keep going around. There's not many other engagements happening right now. We see Aurora taking some shots into the compound as well, up the hill. I can't tell you how much I want something to happen here. If Raffi pulls this out, I swear. Lil Mama and Little Bang actually pulling out the, you saw, hey, it's high, coming out from behind them. And Lil Mama and Little Bang, not hey, it's high, but Hicks High, or Hixie. Hicks Hey? The one behind them, they go down. Josh Evolution, very, very low. Insight. Danny right there. Insight is able to take out Danny, but now he's extremely low. Raffi just listening, not moving. What is on? He has no backpack. Playing the long con. He is focused. All right. We're going to keep moving around here. Vusi, suppressed 8x, mini 14, not a bad combination. Once you get in the final circle, the suppressed doesn't do a whole lot. We've seen engagement coming out here. Tweedled's taking a couple of shots at boarding pair and squad carriers that come in. Kind of move over here. You see Vusi taking some shots. Vusi is able to kill squad carrier and boarding pair, inadvertently protecting Tweedled's and Tweedlenuts. We still see Poe Marley looking down, watching for that insight, and Cobb's going to be moving Raffi. Keep in mind, he has nothing on him. He's looking for the shots. Let's see what he does here. Insight, very, very low. And now Raffi's in a tough position. I'm not sure how many meds he has. With no backpack, there's only so much he can carry. He's moving around to the opposite side. He's mobile, he's fast, and he goes down. Cobb's just says, you know what, just get out of my way. I'm done with this. Tweedled's here. It looks like Tweedlenuts went down. Tweedled's able to pick him up. Vusi's still watching this angle. They know that they're down there. They're just looking around, watching the sidelines. You can see Poe Marley's still watching that angle. He's rocking a red dot. I'm not sure if he has a better optic, but it seems to be working for him with his level 1 helmet. Not gonna judge. There seems to be a lot of level 1 helmets. Could be a matter of they just needed to grab what they could after getting destroyed. But we're going to go ahead and zoom out for a moment. And kind of where the circle is centered now is a large open field. The fight's going to pretty much be over before it even gets to this point. Everyone's going to have to start moving in. There's not a lot of ridges. If you have a vehicle, now is going to be the time to use them. Insight and Cobbzokin still don't have an advantage because they're not going to be able to sit behind this. We're going to see some shots coming out from them. Lil Mama going down to Cobbzokin. Cobbzokin rocking 7 kills now this time. Make that 8. 8 and 3, 11 kills. It looks like Cobbzokin and Insight are just putting in work today. Getting kill after kill. Tweedlenuts, we're going to jump over here really quick. Vusi getting shot after shot. And before he can turn, Tweedled's turns on him and is now a 2v1. Tweedlenuts goes down. And before I can even switch over, Poe getting the angle takes out Tweedlenuts and Tweedled's. Cobbzokin is forced to be pushed up, and now they're in the middle of the road. They don't have a lot that they can do. They need to revive a purely on engagement. Barney, the dinosaur goes down. He lays down, making himself a little bit smaller of a target, but very easy to be seen. He's just moving up into the circle now, trying to get this little bit of cover behind this ridge. Vusi goes down and taking the engagement from Little Bang, who's looking out over the ridge. So now one has each down. Oh, all right, so it's a 1v1v1 with each person being down. But it looks like Vusi's being left to die. Poe Marley moving into this compound. Little Bang going to be forced to move up into that. It looks like the revive's going to come out from Insight onto Cobbzokin. So they're going to have a 2v1. A little tough position. Poe Marley and Little Bang have to inadvertently work together. But Little Marley might have a angle on Bang here. If he looks out, he actually does not see him below the ridge, but he has his vehicle. He can push up, but he's going to have to keep pushing up further, being able to drive his Dacia and get a little bit of cover here. Looking down over here, we see Little Bang just hiding his way out. We see Cobbzokin trying to get a little bit of a height advantage, looking around. They know that one of them is at, we can see that there's one at the little shack, if you will. There's a name for it. You all know it in chat. You can feel free to say it, but I'm not going to because I'm trying to, keep it moderated. Insight is watching the door, making sure he's not going to be peeking off back and forth, trying to get some shots off. Little Bang is going to be forced to start moving in 50 seconds, if not soon, if he's going to be crawling. It is a slow and methodical process. Poe Marley is still looking out. He's inside. Trying to get an angle. Suppressed, but at this point, it does not matter. People know where everybody's at. A compensator would do wonders at this point. Kind of control your recoil. Here we see Little Bang still waiting around, trying to get an angle. We can zoom out here and see where everybody's at. We have a 1v1v2. Insight and Cobbzokin looking like they're going to take this. Insight is able to see Little Bang crawling in the grass. We're going to see Poe Marley crossing out into the tree. He has to push up. He's not getting the Dacia, but they're just waiting for him to start peeking. He starts to run over, and they see him. Down goes Poe Marley. Cobbzokin and Insight take the first round, the win again, with 13 kills. My goodness, putting in the work. Ladies and gentlemen, if they can get the turkey. Whew. All right, we're turning a little bit of music, and as we send these scores off, we will pull them back in. Actually, you know what? We already talked to them. Who do we want to jump into? Who do we want to jump into? I asked very oddly. So give me a brief moment here. Let me send these scores over, and we will get an interview with one of them. Let's grab someone different. They're too good. They're too consistent. All right. All right. Scores go off. There we go. All right. Let's pull in, all I'm just looking through here now. Who do we have? Let's talk to Vusi there. We saw Poe Marley sitting there inside the shack. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna talk to Raffy. We're gonna go straight crazy and Raffy. I want to know what happened with them. I want to hear about that story. So give me a brief moment. Let's go ahead and jump into see what they're doing. So there we go. And that's on team. Which team is that? Bomb Squad. Love it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump over and see what they're doing. I keep saying that phrase, don't I? But it's working. All right, so that is team number 25. Could jump down. That is not the right team. All right, hold on. I gotta go through the process of finding these individuals now. I'm looking for Raffy here. Oh, you know, all right, we're gonna get rid of that just because they're not the round winner. We're looking for Raffy. Give me one moment. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing?
Yo.
So,
Hey.
I know you guys didn't win the round, but I still want to interview you because I have a very important question. I take it, Yoshi, I take it you're Raffy?
Yeah, that's me.
What were you doing in that shed? I just looked over there, I saw Insight, and I looked over, and you have no backpack, you have a gun, and there is nothing else. What is going on? Why?
I was forced to fight like that. We didn't get any loot from the start. I was caught. Me and Crazy were caught.
Mm-hmm.
I lost him pretty early. And I should have gone out earlier. I could have if I had loot, but I had nothing. I had to play the way I did. What I should have done is probably not shot, got up a bit closer, and then took them both out.
How long were you in that shed for?
At least 2 circles, I'd say. 2-3 circles.
Did you turn on some music? Did you turn on some Netflix?
I wanted to, man.
Just chilling.
I was in there for a long time.
So, I'm not sure you knew this, but there was another solo that was in that compound as well, stuck between the shed and the wall. They were just kind of like, and they were
I
kind of
had a look at
moving
the
around
stream
as
later.
well.
Yeah. I was hoping if I knew it was there, we would have teamed up, man. So it would have been good.
Inadvertently, you did at one point. It was Danny who tried to take out Insight. Insight was super low, and then sure enough, I just panned inside, and you're still standing on the tank, just slowly staring at the wall. You didn't move a muscle. Like, you didn't even turn your camera. You're just kind of like zoning out there.
I couldn't. I don't know if it was 2 squads, 3 squads, a whole lot of cars chopped up. I didn't know what to do. I had to wait.
Straight crazy. You did pretty well. I think the first round, I saw you getting some kills in there. What happened with this round? How are you feeling about that?
Very bad. I just got shot from the back. Couldn't do anything. Running. We were looking for a car to begin with, and then
Yeah, we never got that.
we weren't expecting that, and we got shot from the back. Yeah, there goes the story.
And an amazing story it is. Well, Raffy, you almost got Insight, and that is unfortunately the way he went out, but that was just hilarious. I was looking around, I was like, all right. And I kind of did a double take. I looked at you and like, all right, wait. There is literally nothing on him. What meds did you have? What else other items other than... So you only had the
10
M16.
bandages,
Okay.
M16, 10 bandages, an extended mag for a sniper.
Yep.
That was it. I had no armor, no helmet. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I saw another helmet. I was just like, wow, that is aggressive. But I don't know what to really say. I don't want to say congratulations. I mean, you made it further than a lot of people who were moving. But it was a good safe spot. I was waiting for someone to go in there. I was waiting for Insight, who was low, to go heal in there and just
Yeah.
something and just fall into the spider's web. But nonetheless, that was entertaining to watch. Great job. There is a third round coming up. Are you guys feeling better about it?
Yeah, definitely.
What are you gonna do
We're
differently?
ready.
Where are you gonna land differently?
Probably find the car this time.
Wait, were you trying to land in that little intersection near that town and find a car?
Yes, we were, but we got caught at Dome.
So many times
and
I've
we were
done
just forced
that.
to run it.
Haven't
Yeah.
we've all done that? All right. Well, thank you for talking with me. That was amazing to watch. Good job.
Chill, bro. GG.
All right, guys, we'll be back with a third and final round. Make sure you guys hit that follow button up there. I am Seismic, or Seismic White on Twitter and Twitch. This is the ESU League, OCE, Squad, FPP, Week 5, Season 1, Open. See you guys very shortly. The lobby is now being created for the last round of players. I'm excited to see what happens. Insight guys taking round 2 and round 1. They're on track to get a flawless victory. See you guys shortly. I'll pretend I changed slides.
home, no place to go, but I don't feel cold. I've been so blind, just lost my mind. But all I have lost, I find. Your face reminds me of these games. The memories don't erase. I'll never be the same anymore. I'm on the highest top with no control. And you die. I open my eyes, do you remember me? I carried on. Through all of these years, you've been my fantasy.
All right, welcome back to the third and final round of deep breath, the ESU League OCE Duo FPP Open Season 1 Week 5. I am your host and caster Seismic, or Seismic White on Twitch and Twitter. Quickly plugging myself because I'm amazing. You know, make sure you hit me up on AIM, LimeWire, Club Penguin, Facebook, anything of the sort. But today we're going to the third and final round. We had Insight and his teammate Cobb Zokin, whatever his name is, on Team Insight God take not just one, but 2 rounds. 1 and 2. We're going to the third and final round. I'm excited to see what happens. Make sure I'm gonna go ahead and mute all the mics because we had a little bit of an incident earlier on. But going into this third and final round, I am ecstatic. I'm ready to see what happens. By the way, this song is so overplayed. Just don't use it in any montage ever. Listen to this. Lord. I've seen enough videos where it's just, yeah. We're gonna jump straight into gameplay. Let's get involved. Make sure you guys hit the follow button for ESU League. I'm not paid to brand them. I'm simply being kind, so help me out and make it look like I'm actually, you know, doing something. For those of you who are just tuning in, this is again the third and final round to see who wins this week's Open. So we have $5 riding on the fact that I'm not sure this isn't a gambling stream. I need to go ahead and say that now. But someone said $5 on Please being the first one to die. So we're gonna be following him closely, looking and waiting. Please, if you hear this on stream, just don't die, and I get $5, right?
Hey Seismic, I believe the server started up at the third person after a reset.
Well, hold on. Say again?
I believe the server was started in third person.
Alright.
Playing some after a reset.
Yeah, alright, let's go ahead and switch to that.
Too easy, we'll post the announcement.
Alright. I'm a professional. So we're going to go ahead and turn the music back on while you just stare at my face turn slightly red. But I'll own up to it, alright? We're not all perfect, but just almost. Go ahead and shut down the server there. Brief moment. So, before we get any kappas or angry things in chat, just realize that we all make mistakes. I'm not gonna take the blame. It was definitely Insight. They were trying to get an advantage. We all know. We all saw. Alright, I'm just waiting on this match to currently disconnect. So give me one moment. Play a little bit of music. We'll go to a quick break. I'll keep my mic on. We can keep talking. If you guys want to say anything in chat or say hi, just let me know. Be right back. quick, like, side thing as we get this ready. What is this song? Goodness. We were moments away from starting again, but this time in first person.
Let's play, 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 play. Turbo mode enabled. Pinball. Turbo mode enabled. play pinball. Pinball. Turbo mode. Enabled. 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 Enabled.
All right, we are back, and after the weird discussion in chat, we are good to go. We're supposedly in first person, but we'll see. For those of you who don't know, I'm Seismic. It is 6 a.m., and I'm still wide awake. As you can probably tell, I am somewhat there. But going to this is the ESU League OCE Duo FPP Open Season 1, Week 5. I'm almost just about getting there, almost. I'm Seismic White, as I have discussed. You can follow me at Seismic White on Twitch and Twitter, and if you guys would like to, and I suggest you do it, hit follow up there to follow ESU League on all the cool events that are down below over there, I believe. I'm like trying to guesstimate. So, let's get involved, let's get ready, and get down to it. Now, hopefully it's not in third person.
Let's play pinball.
Let's play pinball, apparently. I don't know. For those of you who want this playlist, go to twitch.tv/monstercat. It's just all Monster Cat. And that's it. Which is why some of it's good and some of it's kind of like this repetitive EDM. We're going to do a slow cinematic pan of all this. Look at we even hit Control U. Ooh. Look at that. Maybe get some angles down here. The artist in me is having fun. We can hear the carnage begin to explode. The aggression. The fueled up rage. Let's get ready for it. Cinematic. Alright. So as we get ready for this next, we saw Insight Gods take the first and the second round, doing work and putting in the kills. They came out respectively with 17 kills the first round, and I believe 15 the second. Let's get ready. The plane's about to kick off. I'm about to go into our flights. Beautiful. All right. 20 seconds. Let's get involved. I'm ready. Why am I still awake? Make everyone fist fight? We should. We should. But we're not going to because that wouldn't be fair. Brodney, yeah, apparently when I made the third person game, there's a huge fist fight at school, but I needed to make the other game, so. But I'm probably going to hate myself for saying this. It was probably rather classy. Get it? School? Class? If you want to unfollow, I understand entirely, and I don't blame anyone but myself. So jumping in, we can slowly start turning the music down, getting ready for the third and final round. We see Squad Carry right near there at the end. Before he was playing by himself in the final round of the first, we slowly see people dropping. We're going directly north, pretty much directly south, crossing every part of the map. So we're going to see people to go anywhere they would like, except for places like Kameshki and the Spawn Island. We see some people going to Zarki, actually, unless they're just trying to get a couple of these. But Zarki is an interesting spawn. I've talked about this before. It's so far to the northwest that often the circle obviously won't hit there unless you're very, very lucky. And you have to be careful. You need to check for a car spawn early on. Go ahead and check for people as they start landing on the ground. Let's go ahead and turn off the music as they hit the ground running. Dick already finding the Uzi, getting ready for the close quarters battle. Where's Barney? Hello? Barney's over there. They have all the sovereignty to themselves for now. Hey, it's High and Azen. So, he's taking shots up in the air, trying to get a couple of kills. Let's see if he is able to. Oh, please. Do it for the montage with the Uzi of all things. So, we have some predictions in chat. Apparently, Please is going to be the first one to die, and Tweeds is going to take it all. We see a quick engagement coming down now. Vasquez here, and down below we see Jacko. More gunshots happening from Reapers. They fire at Steve High Roller. People just trying to get a little bit of loot. See who's down in military base. We see 2 teams there. We see Nicey Bro. We're going to keep going through this. People are still looting, getting a couple of pistols. We see the shotgun coming on, the pump shotgun from Reaper 11. I believe that is the 6.7, not just the 6. It's the S1867, if I'm not mistaken. Not because of the double barrel, which is without the 7. Pump can be a little inconsistent, but you have more rounds. You can feel like a badass walking around. You see Frankie Oys moving down with Old Man Willock, getting Rozhawk, which is an okay place. We see 2 teams inside of Pachinki moving around. We see Dankwars. Is he by himself? No, he's with Please. Where is his teammate? By himself out in the middle of the compound. Dankwars is going to be getting these barns, getting a little bit of loot before we move up. He already has an M16 moving out. They're going to be taking a little bit more of a relaxed approach on the looting. See, Asm's still at shooting range here. Shooting range was initially very, very good, but you can see that now he has a crossbow. It is not the greatest and has not been for some time. But, you know, if you're landing somewhere, go for it. Or you could actually pick up an AK. We won't be judgmental. That would be wrong. Here at ESO League, we're unbiased to everyone's, you know, treatment. We see Tavon taking some shots with a shotgun. Towards boarding pair, who's going to be heading down to Primorsk a little bit. We see Prog Dog being taken down here. Looks like he's up on the 2nd floor. Shot through the window. We see Bong Sao out, and then Jake still with a pistol in the other outside apartment. In all of that, he only found a pistol, or he's aggressing very heavily, just trying to get these kills. But he's going to be able to get the rise up on Prog Dog, Sneaky Arab. They're going to be moving up onto the ground floor. He's going to be picked up in a moment. He only has a pistol. They're pushing up. We're about to see a little bit. Let's see if he jumps out. He actually Sneaky area does but he's loading his shots. I think Jake just saw him go out. Prog Dog, the first one to go down. Someone owes me some money. Prog Dog goes down by Bong Sao, taking the AK and firing. Jake able to use his pistol and take out Sneaky Arab with the P1911. With that, I think Sneaky Arab team is not going to be able to pull out the victory because someone's needed to throw up some serious competition towards Insight. Looking around, we still see Please off by himself. Dankwords. We see Turkifish look off at these 6 buildings. These places are pretty good to loot for 2 people. This is decent enough, not a lot of loot. Anything more than that, and it becomes very contested, and you can end up leaving with not very much. Only 2 teams down at military. We still see them moving. Bong Sao and Jake holding the north side of George. These do take quite a while to loot, and I'm not a big fan of them, but some people do enjoy the height advantage and just the repetition. You can still see that there's, you know, some first aids and things of the sort. Nothing too major or red dots, but nothing to write home about. Going on south side Georgia, there's only 1 team, surprisingly. It seems like most people are kind of very concentrated in the center. Not a lot of people. Before we saw a lot. And again, the plane has such a huge impact on all of this. The last plane was going very much on the left side, so you didn't see, or it's going on the bottom here, so you only saw people kind of wrapped around this side. No one really went to Severny or Kameshki because it would take, you know, about a minute to get there, and a minute off looting is quite a bit if you, you know. Let's just go up to Prusy here. So before they added, this is a new addition. They added these warehouses. I think this is a smart addition. Before there's just a large open field right here that was so hard to get through. And now there's actually a decent amount of loot here. The ruins can be iffy, but you have these warehouses and these buildings to get a little bit of loot. It's good enough for a duo nonetheless. So let's keep going through. We see a crate drop right about here. Someone might run across this. It's someone out in the open. We see a Groza, a compensator, and a level 3. The Adrenaline syringe takes up quite a bit of space, and I don't really think it's worth it, but the Groza is a disgusting gun. If you're new to PUBG, it has the fire rate of an SMG, but with the hitting power of an AKM with a 7.62 round magazine. Looking through here, we see them pretty close to one another. We turn the X-ray for a moment as these buildings load in. I do enjoy the Play-Doh buildings, but right now we see 5 who's just moving around. Let's see, Danny and Captain Kem, or Captain Kern. Captain Ken. So close. Only took me 3 tries. 5-star jumps down, and they're moving closer and closer to one another. We can back out and see if there's any engagements coming out. Not really. We see KBG moving down with their teammate, Irafi, who was the one who's stuck on the shed. They are doing better than before. They actually have loot. Look at them moving on up in the world. They might be doing even better. We don't see Little Mama here. and Little Bang hanging out inside the apartments. That's kind of unusual. They're usually hanging around there. We see Ace Gun, 80 proof Mikhail, all sitting inside of Yasnia. Some of them moving north, but there's not a lot up here. What are they doing? I'm checking these little condos. There are these connected sheds. I'm gonna start headed in. Razhok kind of being the centerfold of all this. Engagement coming out here. Glorious map. Looks like he took a little bit of damage here. Running away from Danny and Captain Ken. Looks like 5-star still on the edge here. Let's see if he's looking around for them. I'm not sure if they're going to be taking this engagement. It might be a little risky for them. Maybe they're not confident with a loadout that they have. But, you know, with a SCAR, a double barrel, and an M16 and all that, they should feel pretty confident. Captain Ken rocking the UMP and an AK. AK has a little bit of recoil. And if you don't have a compensator on there, it can be very difficult to control. It has a lot of back and forth sway now as of recent, and it can definitely be unfavorable for a lot of different players. You have to probably take it, you know, out into the middle of nowhere and start practicing it when you have a chance in the game, because it will be a bit of a surprise if you don't. Stevie High Roller, moving around with his teammate. They're all just kind of getting this little compound to the east of Razhok. See a new, getting some loot. We see the Mini 14 coming out. The Mini 14, I think, is probably my favorite gun in the game currently. It has the highest bullet velocity in all of it. The AUM rocks a 910 meters per second, where the Mini 14 has 990. It just feels like it's a laser. You can pack 30 rounds and extend a mag into it. It's just disgusting. Looking around here, we see KBG. We see Inkoff actually passing them. Looks like they were probably just looting inside there and just drove right past. Not a lot of people in South George here. Boosie, they're still running around. Choosing not to loot all of South George. Let's see what does he got here? R98 and a UMP. Close quarter in the long distance and a SCAR, and also another Car 98 coming from crates, it looks like. Pretty solid looting. Good job, you guys. Milk all hanging out here. A couple of shots coming in from Oslium. Let's go over here. So he's peeking outside of this second story? Third story? Second story. Milk hanging off to the side. Now, if you don't remember, Oslium and Milk had a little bit of a duke, like a little bit of a fight out right over here before, right? Like, less than 100 meters from here. So we've been taking some shots. Let's see if Milk can get some vengeance and take out Liam and Ace Gun. Everyone loves a good underdog story. Let's observe. Ace Gun taking the roof side, getting a little bit of a height advantage, trying to look down and get some height down below. Taker is right below him. I'm not sure if he's going to see this. His gun's actually obscuring him. He sees him running, and he goes down. They're going to go ahead and just finish off the kill before he can crawl into the window of the shed. And we see Milk now in the same position he was before, solo against Ace Gun and Oslium. Milk, you got this, I believe. Ace Gun's just being a bully. So he's watching that. He only has a red dot, but that is enough to see him at a distance. The red dot could obscure a little bit, but he should be otherwise okay. Liam, again with the red dot, just peeking around, making sure these shots aren't drawing too much unwanted attention. 8 proof with the Car 98 as well. Milk, let's see if he dips out. He does have the ability to push up. It looks like they see him advancing, moving up into the shed. Milk is moving back and forth, just trying to find the best angle that he can. He's going to have to... The problem with this, though, is they're also inside of a building. If he takes out Ace Gun, Oslium can easily go up to the roof, and he's not going to be able to get there in time. And vice versa. If he gets him, on the second floor, it's going to be hard for him to push this. So I think what we need to be doing is finding a way for him to leave the situation, put in a little cover fire, maybe get one of them down and take that bike and leave. This is not a winning situation for Milk, no matter which way you put it, unless he plays out of his mind and they play excessively greedy. Right now, he's just hanging out. So when we back out for a moment and see the engagements that are unfolding, we've seen a school. We see Flozif. Remember, Flozif and Fapple was near school before Hooks goes down. He fell into the pool, tripped, smashed his skull, and Fapple's going to go ahead and just finish off the kill. And over here, we see Reaper now by himself. Flozif and Fapple have taken over the pool house. Reaper slowly peeking around, looking for where they might be, looking through his windows. And you can actually, from the upside, up on the roof, jump down. Milk is still peeking. He's just stuck in between these sheds. He's looking around. He actually doesn't even have a sight. He only has iron sights. It's not a bad iron sight to have. The M4 is pretty good, actually, but not, at a lot of range. Looking back into the map here, we see a lot of people just kind of relatively stationary, waiting for the circle to come, and this is the first circle. People have been taking a little bit of damage, nothing too major. We see Boarding Spear now leaving with level 3 helmets that look like Daft Punk, looking good, looking snazzy, and it looks to be an M4 on his back, as well as a UMP and a Mini 14. Maybe I do play this game too much. Bladeaholic at the same compound that we saw before we saw a carry squad or squad carry. Squad carry. He's gonna be by himself, just trying to find himself in a little bit of a comfort. And these aren't bad places to sit. If someone is coming up over the hill over to the left, you can definitely hear them before they crest. And as well as this, there's a lot of sight lines that you can use through this building. Should we go ahead and shut the doors? And there's a, so far as like speaking about tactics, I guess, while we're here, and there's people kind of being a little on the slower side. It looks like Flows of here is actually able to pick off. Ace Gun killed Milk as, looks like Milk advanced, and they're able to push up and take him out as Milk was trying to get past them. But as I was talking about tactics, though, is that if you're in a compound, you either need to shut all the doors or leave them all open, because if there's a bunch of open doors and one is still closed, chances are he's in that building. Percy and SLK1 still up in Kameshki, actually. Let's see what they're looting. I mean, rocking the nice purple suit. It looks like it is becoming advantageous. He has a suppressed Mini 14 and an AKM, whereas Percy is rocking the AK M16 combo. We see the crate coming over here. We see Tweed. And inside the crate, we have the the 8X Beautiful, beautiful gun. And Tweed, they're actually taking this as a little bit of bait. No one's around them, and they're going to be able to go for it if they wish, and it seems like they were waiting there long enough. We're seeing if anyone drove up to it to get the easy pickings, but he's going to be running up. You see him serpentining back and forth. He's scared. He doesn't know that we're observing. Let's see what he does. And here comes the exclamation. Let's see if he says anything. He does not. But you can feel it in his body language. He might look motionless and like a stone-cold killer there, but we can believe he is jumping around in his seat. I have an OM with an 8X. This game is ours. They might actually win this. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that $10 bet. Down below, we see Funsies now leaving. Tell me he's not actually running. Funsies with suppressed R98. There seems to be a lot of sniper suppressors. R98 sounds like a laser. So we're going to see Bladeaholic being rolled up on by Josh Evolution and his teammate. Let's see what he does. He hears them. But they're going to be on the upside of this building. Blade actually chose to move down more into the circle, and a little bit easier for him to leave this. If someone's down below and he has to head into the circle, he's going to be having to roll past them. Whereas if, vice versa, he's able to just get out and get to cover. But this is probably in the entirety of the game, as we have a little bit of an engagement coming out here. We see Captain Ken. Looks like they killed Tweedledees by headshot. And Tweedle, actually, they are taken out. Tweedle, as soon as they get the this one was shot right into that room through the window. One was shot at the crate before they could do anything. Captain Ken and Danny taking them out. So it looks like Captain's going to be able to pick up the I took the right bet. And it looks like they're receiving some shots from Fed. They see them out there. Captain Ken's taking shot after shot. Looks like no one's going to be able to get that for now. Fidelsky keeps taking a look at the angle there. Avrora, the one who crashed on the bike. That's what you shall always be known for when I am casting. Taking the buggy now. Getting on the back, just chilling. All right. Captain Ken low. Danny still moving around. We're going to go ahead and look up Prusy and SK1. Prusy, tell me. He's bandaging his wounds. You better have a first aid. Does he actually not have a first aid? Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, people that stay out in the circle, it can get a little rough. We see an engagement coming down here over here. We see 80 proof. Oslim takes out 80 proof, goes ahead and knocks him down and finishes him off. So his teammate, I think it was Mikhail, should be nearby. Mikhail actually to the upper side here with a double barrel moving around, getting a little bit repositioning. You can see this kind of lean here. The M16 and the double barrel combo. Double barrel taking these corners like this is not a bad decision. It is such a powerful gun. Straight to the chest. Level 2 can still, I believe, one-shot people. It is a disgusting gun. Ozzy and the Ace Gun taking this slow, sticking together, making sure that no one gets... We now see Please and Danky Swing. We're going to keep changing his name, whatever it is. Getting for this crate. What is inside? It is the Groza that I spoke about earlier. They're going to get it. We're going to see Please switch into that. It is a beautiful gun. Great for clearing buildings. Going over here, we see Cobb Zokin kills Old Man Willix. Finishing him off. And Insight and Cobb Zokin now finding themselves back in the same compound. I'm trying to get all these engagements that we can. And we see another engagement. Danny taking some shots out into the field towards Fidelsky. And it looks like Aurora is still up, just very low. Danny taking a few shots. Suppressed SKS. That is the third sniper suppressor we have seen. Let's go down over here. It looks like Aurora is down behind. And is going to be crawling behind the crate, getting a little bit of cover. But Fidelsky, he's going to have to make a play, but the buggy is blown up. And I think Aurora is going to be going down again beside a vehicle. Aurora, we will miss you. It is now a 2v1 situation with Captain Ken. Fidelsky is just backing off. Captain Ken might be able to get the finally. Everything's ever hoped for. We see Ace Gun here. Oslium and Ace Gun finally able to take out Mikhail as Mikhail came around. Got a huge blast in the chest of Oslium, taking him down so low. And it looks like the last team is Roy Day and Twitchy. I don't know if it means Twitch as in the site or as in he's just kind of sporadic. One is better than the other. Looking through, everyone is very spread out at this point. We're looking for the circle, and you know this is a people are waiting because what happens if the circle goes to the north side? You're going to have to cross one of these 5 bridges. If not, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If not, on the south side, these teams are going to have to move in, and these positions become so much stronger. Keep in mind, there's two technically teams here. Bladehawk is by himself. Some shots coming out. Captain Ken moving up. The circle's now moving in. I don't think he got the no, he did not. Neither did Danny. It looks like that is going to go unwielded, unfortunately. That's all I want in these games, just some serious action. Blowing the heads off of fellow players. Just raw carnage. You see Fungy's now coming in super late, and this is where the damage starts to kind of pick up. Once this hits, you'll see the damage begin to pick up even more, but the next circle after this is where the death circle comes into play. This is when the damage just starts ramping up so much, it's just almost seems like it comes out of nowhere, starts moving in very, very fast. We're kind of just observe here for a moment. Looking around, let's go ahead and just start clicking around different players and see what they're doing. Insight, ooh, wait, what? They had a crate actually roll into their compound. And it looks like Insight is now rocking the Groza, setting himself up for another victory. We have an SKS on his back. He's rocking a level 3 helmet. Rocking the sleeveless, looking fresh. And we're kind of sitting around here. Insight's going to be repositioning now. Now they know what the next circle is. It is to the north side. So there are very few places for them to say. There's a compound right here, a gas station, and we can see here that has very limited angles. You can't actually crawl underneath this, and so there's only a few ways for you to get into this gas station, but you can very easily corner yourself. Down below, we see that compound, a few sheds, but these are all these large bases that can be seen from up the hill. These towers right here are very, very good. This one specifically, you have such a high height advantage. So right now, people should be trying to situate. You can see how much people are mobilizing, trying to move out. Bladehawk is now running into the circle. He's playing solo, but he's going to be playing the edge. That's probably the best way to play as a solo player, not putting yourself to exposing yourself to a lot of angles. But we see High Roller rolling into this compound. We see Raffy in there with Straight Crazy. Going to be running in. Stevie does not take any damage. Straight Crazy getting put down. Now it is Raffy by himself. Raffy is very, very low. They might be going down here. And Raffy goes down. We see Stevie High Roller taking out both of them, getting the double kill, and they have secured themselves inside the gas station. Another engagement coming down below. We see Josh Evolution outside. It looks like Muscles was able to kill Insight with a frag grenade. What? Hello? Looks like they rolled up and they were able to take him out. Cobbzokin now by himself playing the solo game. We see Flozif and Fapple coming in here. Let's see Josh. Your Muscles taking some shots out towards Fapple. Josh moving around the side. It is now Fapple by himself. I clicked off, apparently. Oh, no. Flozif very low. Josh Evolution trying to get the kill. Fapple knocks out Josh Evolution. It is now a 1v1. Fapple is extremely low. He's taking the wise decision to med up. Muscles knows that he is very low, so Fapple's going to stand up. Look for that engagement. Muscles going in for revive, but now getting shot by, who is that? Cobbzokin up there trying to get a few pickings, trying to get this, couple of few points there. Flozif is very low, or he's bleeding out, and looking Fapple's going to go for the revive now, but he's waiting, he's peeking the corner. He's choosing not to take too long with this, but now they're going to be moving out. He's actually going for the revive now. Let's see what they do. I think Flozif is saying, hey, we're just listening. Everyone's just trying to bandage up, kind of get engaged back for this fight again. We see them kind of just shifting around, waiting for the footsteps. Flozif is going to be able to be picked up by Fapple. Cobbzokin is still watching that angle. He's still watching the window, looking for anyone who's going to peek. It looks like Fapple, he's got to be careful if he exposes himself. Someone rolling up the hill there. See Fapple flying through the window, trying to get a few body shots into, actually, I don't think he was able to get the kill off. But Cobbzokin still watching that angle. He hears the shots. He's getting greedy. He has blood in his or has a scent of blood, you know, in the water. He's going to get shot if he keeps rotating around, and I'm not sure if they know this. They know they're getting shot at before, but it looks like Fatboy is kind of holding that corner a little bit. Now it is a relatively even match. He's going to go throwing a grenade in, so let's go ahead and follow this. Grenade rolls straight in. Actually damaged Muscles. Muscles is so low. Muscles is incredibly low. One's crawling, and this might be the end. Let's go to Flows really quick. He turns the corner and is able to take out both of them. They're going to be able to secure that engagement, secure that compound, and be good to go for the rest of it. We see some teams coming in here. Let's go to Vusi. He sees him coming down, and Kyle is able to just put down shots, but quickly Vusi's able to switch his weaponry, switch to his M4, and finish off Kyle. And you see how hungry people are for these kills. He doesn't waste any time, doesn't look around the teammate, just gets rid of it and starts running into the gas. You can see his health is just dipping so fast. And the second this hits, watch how fast this goes down. His health is just going to start chunking so much. He's going to have to med up, and he's going to take some painkillers just so he can run a little bit faster. We see some fights happening. So Kobzokin is just hiding out inside this, hiding low inside the sniper tower. Not a bad decision. He has the height advantage. It's going to be hard for a lot of these people to look up into it unless you're some distance away. Look up into these compounds. A lot of people are having to be forced into this. This is going to be a very heavy engagement area. It's so open. There's not a lot of places for people to hide. So you're going to see a lot of long-range firefights. Those who have 4Xs have the high-powered rifles. Things like SKS and whatnot are going to be reigning supreme on this as long as they can land their shots. Running up, we can see that KBG is moving up. Turning the corner, Linoff going down. Let's see if he finishes the kill. And before he can, he gets a little greedy, pulls out his AKM, and Linkoff's team, Twerkafish, is able to take advantage of the situation, finish him off, and he's going to be able to pick up Linkoff. They have a minute to start moving into the circle. We see Jakes, Vusi, and Powell Marley down below. We see some teams still crossing over. We're about to see a little bit of engagement coming here. We see how close they are. Let's go ahead and go over to squad care. He sees them running. Kay is taking a few body shots. Kay's barely going down. They both die, they perish. Squad almost kind of choked that, but he was able to pull out the victory, and that's all that matters as long as you don't get killed. Kobzokin's still taking some shots up the hill at Shadow. Let's go ahead and go over to him. Seems like anything above a 4X or above, it just doesn't quite scope in all the time. Taking some shots at Ultima. Ultima previous weeks have done very well. This week, not so much. Some shots across the water. We see Hixwy moving up. Suck on D's approaching. Look at Nicey, bro, and Atranka were finally killed. Captain Ken knocked out of the play zone. Remember, if Captain Ken got that early engagement, Danny, Suck on D's taking some shots. As Shadow runs through the smoke, he's going to be shot down. Suck on D's getting the additional kills. Captain Ken be forced to be left as the gas comes down. Danny's still running on the north side of Rozhawk. If he or she does not have meds, this is going to be an interesting situation. We'll drive across, but these bridges are going to be camped somewhat heavily. People waiting until they have to move in, but this is not always the best case because you want to be able to move when you can, not when you have to. Because along this edge, there is a single tree. There's singular trees. Some of these are a little bit thicker, but there's so many angles to be watched from. We have seen engagement coming. Steve High Roller staring out the window. It looks like he has a 1v2. Jake is relatively low. We see him running around. Bong Sao, they're going to go ahead and just finish him off. Stevie is going to be by himself, taken out, saving his teammate. He's coming on the side, and Bong Sao is going to be going down. Steve High Roller showing that they own the gas station. It is theirs, and he's going to be able to pick up anew with the clutch kill. It looks like Suck on Ease was taken down. Hixwy can be forced to move up. We're going to be going down here. Kobzokin take some shots in the middle. Dick is going to be up here. It looks like his team, Barney, was shot down. Boarding and squad can be moving up onto Fidelsky. Let's see what happens here. I'm trying to get as many engagements as possible, but he sees him off the right. Squad carry just completely tunnel visioning off to the right. He sees Fidelsky running down, or he should have, but he doesn't. They're just trying to get in the circle at this point. There's no point in taking engagement. That's what's going to get you killed. It's going to force you to pause. Marley is being stuck outside the circle now. Let's go ahead and go down this engagement. He sees him. He's getting shot from behind a tree, and he's going to go down. His teammates be forced. Vusi's going to be forced to leave him. He's moving down. Jokester Pone watching behind the tree. Vusi's going to be forced to move up. He is now inside the circle. He's going to be forced, and Pone is just advancing so hard. He's going to be shot in the back in a moment. Nope. Steve High Roller takes out Vusi. Interesting. Joseph Pone now he's in the same position as he was before with Steve High Roller firing off at him. Pone is going to be forced to run back to cover. He's taking shots. He's using to take the engagement, put a little suppressing fire down. People don't want to take those shots, and so you see that Anu is going to be dipping back in. Steve High Roller still taking this circle, but now if you look over here, they should, if they look down the hill. Actually, it's over the hill. So right now, Pone's actually in a bad spot. This circles back around on Kobzokin, because Kobzokin's been interested in a uncomfortable spot here. This is team insight. As long as he stays alive for a little bit, he should be putting himself in a good position for the win. He's getting shot, and so he's peeking out the small little window. Only one that he can get shot through. So we're gonna let him get pressured down. We see Please before someone told me that he was gonna die first, is still here, 20 live, 50 plus have died since then. He is still doing well. They're holding this compound. They are still in. But will not be for long. In cuff, Ace Gun and Oslium pushing up. There's not a lot of cover, but they're just trying to advance now while they have the ability. And this is what I talked about before, is move when you can. So inside this, let's see if this tree is inside. Unfortunately, this tree is not. So they're going to be forced to keep moving up into these trees, things like this, and maybe snake their way. There's a few ridges looking around, but you have people like Flozif and Across being able to like look down. They see Kobzokin barely misses the shot. I think he hit the bar. Kobzokin taking a shot to the chest. It looks like he might be throwing some smokes, trying to cover himself a little bit. But Bladeaholic, this other solo player, sitting down below. People slowly start moving in. Jokester Pone still sitting on this rock. It looks like he got a couple shots into gas station. Dick going to be getting into the vehicle. And before Jokester can punish him anymore, Anu turned and headshots him with the Car 98, getting the kill and securing them. We're not going to have Dick taking some shots on the bike very, very low. If he takes another shot, he is down and out for the count. They're going to be driving up into the gas station. Do a flip. They did not. No, it's a three-seater. So Dick's going to be forced to move on the outside of this wall. Is going to be in right about here. But this is... Now Steve knows that they're there. If they can just peek down beneath these, like below, they're going to see their feet and be able to take them out. Dick is taken out by the feet. And down goes, not Hickswy, Barney the Dinosaur. Hickswy did go down as well. Squad carry shot out in the street. Boarding pair hanging out by the tree. A couple of shots. Looks like Kobzokin killed Bladeaholic because he turned the corner, and Kobzokin is forced to start moving into the circle further and further. Ace Gun and Oslium taking some shots at distance, trying to take out Please. Please takes a body shot from Ace Gun. Ace Gun keeps scoping in there, taking another shot right out, misses right over his shoulder, just whizzes past his head. Danky Kang, whatever his name is, keeps going through. He's taking shots, and it looks like Ace Gun and Oslium now in a 2v2. Please and Dunksworth facing off against Ace Gun and Oslium. Ace Gun and Oslium taking have won every single fight. Obviously, they're still alive, but engaged a lot. Steve High Roller, there's a couple of these barriers that it's clicked over here. Those are going to be the safe spots. They're very low, but they're going to be rotated around, and that's going to be what you're going to have to play around. Looks like Kobzokin is low. Kobzokin is very, very low. And it looks like Ace Gun might be able to get him right in the foot. Kobzokin is rotating him back, kind of facing straight. It looks like he is safe until for the time being, as long as no one looks his way. Flozif and Fapple are moving the way in. It looks like Anu is taken out. Danksworth taking some shots at distance, taking out Steve High Roller and Anu with the suppressed Car 98. The mini 14 shots coming out at Ace Gun and Anu. Kobzokin still very low. He's going to have to start moving up. I don't think he has any more meds. He's taking a couple shots at Flosive. A couple body shots, in fact. He's advancing now. He's going to be shot, I think, based off of how far he's running. He's one more shot, and he's dead. He's just trying to run through this. He's doing well on positioning. And unfortunately, Flozif is able to hear him, and he's going to be able to take him out. Flozif is going to be taking the cars, getting a little bit of cover, moving up. Everyone starts pushing in now. Danksworth, let's see if he starts going for the engagement before he gets into the circle. This circle is one that it hurts so much. You just can't take that time. And it looks like he's actually going to go for the engagement. Taking out Oslium. Ace Gun takes him down. And now it looks like Oslium's going to be forced to... looks like Oslium's going to have to crawl his way in. Ace Gun's going to be able to get the double kill on Dubneyworth. And please, their team is now out. Fapple and Flozif, we now have a 2v2 situation. Short to be, it is now a 1v2 because there's no way that Oslium is making this in. So it looks like he's now playing around this barrier, but they know where he's at, and they're going to be able to, the circle is helping them a little bit. It looks like Flozif is moving up to this tree, taking the engagement. They were able to get the pressure down, so Flozif is going to be trying to get up to this tree. Ace Gun is trying to get a little bit of health up. And this is a tough position. All Flozif and Fapple need to do is rotate around this and flank each side. That's the best way to engage this and the best strategy. And I'm hoping they're going to kind of utilize that. Ace Gun making a few peeks here. Takes another body shot. Now's the time they need to push. Now's the time Flozif and Fapple need to make the most of this. He's going to be throwing a grenade over. Let's see. Ooh. Oh my goodness! The Kobe nade. Ace Gun's not going. He knows he knocks out. Why isn't he? He needs to start pushing up. He's going for the revive. Ace Gun is trying to peek a little bit wide. He's pushing up. Let's see if we can go to Ace Gun here. He sees him push up. Unfortunately, Ace Gun's not able to get the final kill. That was such a pro nade. Fapple and Flozif take the victory. 4 kills for a total of 9 on the team. We see 10 from Ace Gun. Scrolling down, let's go ahead and Kobzokin. We only see 4 from them. They still got 4th place, which I think is still going to give them the victory overall. We're going to take the screenshots, send these over to the casters, and we are going to give you guys those scores soon enough. And we will get Fapple and Flozif into an interview. We'll go to a quick break, and we'll be right back. Oh, All right, let's go ahead and jump into the Discord call. Let's see if we can find Fapple and Stash Tab here. Give me one brief moment. Let's see if we can find them. I swear, if they left, we're going to have some discussions to have here. Who's Team 12? Let's jump into there. Hello.
Hey.
Hi there.
What a win.
Yeah, that was an interesting game.
A little close near the end there with that grenade coming in there.
Yeah, that was scary.
Almost good, both of us.
I have to give props to him there on Ace Gun there. That was a hell of a nade. That was through the antenna or the metal kind of brackets and all that straight up next to you. So
it was over.
So you guys saw Flows if you got that kill on Kobzokin and then you got into the vehicle. Did you think about using the car as cover at all going into that?
Yes. So the idea was to have some cover because it was just an open field for the most part.
Mm-hmm. So I mean,
oh,
go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. We weren't counting on our electric pole to be actually in, so that's why we took the car, essentially.
Nice. So that circle was, I guess, a very punishing circle. For anyone who didn't have long range, they quickly got shot just because it was a very open field. Anyone who had compounds. You guys came from the south, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
South side.
We YOLO'd into school from the start.
You...
And we just, like...
Yeah, I saw that actually. You guys got a few kills there. I was impressed. So you guys, you killed, who was it in the pool house?
I can't even remember.
That's what it was. Yeah,
killed.
Hooks.
Yes.
Poor guy was just crawling around. You want, and they just kind of tapped him in the head. He was scared and alone. So going into that circle, I mean, how did you guys feel? Were you guys feeling confident? I always like to ask the same few questions, like the base questions, just because it's interesting. I mean, did you guys feel confident? Were you kind of nervous? Did you have to just did you have a plan going into that area?
We just wanted to get some action.
Yeah, pretty much. We just YOLO'd into a house, see what happened.
Yeah.
House.
I can entirely respect that. Just the fluid nature of the game. So your loadouts, I think, was an SKS, correct? Was it suppressed SKS?
No, it's just normal SKS and Scar.
Both of us were running the same thing.
Yeah, I normally prefer M16, but Scar was doing well. So
oh yes, fellow M16 people, yes. Did you guys at any point outside of that, grenade and all that, do you guys run into any? I mean, were you guys down very much? Did you guys run any engagements that were especially difficult?
Yeah, the second house we YOLO'd up to was pretty difficult. We got downed and like on 1 HP, I think I was, but I got the first aid and we won that fight somehow. I don't know.
I don't know.
They were getting harassed. They got harassed by another duo, so we had time to get picked up, heal up, and then push them and take the house, which was really fortunate, I think.
And who's calling the shots for you guys?
It's like 50-50-ish. He calls the drop. I call him a game. We both really.
Did you guys get any drops?
No. It was more like where we decided to drop from the plane.
Oh, where you drop? I think meant like okay, like
yes.
Yeah, there was a couple ums on the map, and people just kept getting shot at the crate, so understandable. Yeah, is there any shout-outs you want to give? Any death threats? Well, declarations of love? No?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for talking with me. Congratulations on the round 3 win. You guys did a great job.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, mate.
All right, guys, we're going to turn on the music one last time. A little bit of Monster Cats. So going into that, we can see the live scores being updated. The music is all over the place, isn't it? I'm going to pull this up. So we go to the desktop over here. Let me go quickly pull this up. Get rid of these guys. Now looking at the scores here, we can see, who was it? Insight God, 114 with 68 points, 593 points. Let me actually scroll this over so you guys can see this a little bit easier. There we go. 593 freaking points. That is unreal. And I can safely say that they are going to be the victors of today. We see 421 coming from Bomb Squad, which is Poe, Marley, and Vusi. They have 16 kill points, but 68 coming from Kobzokin and Insight. And you saw those a majority of those kills early on. 17 kills the first round, 15 from the second, and only 4 coming out of the third round. 20 kill points coming from Fapple and Flozif, who just got the first round. They got 375, but not enough to get them anywhere close from round 1. So a big congratulations to Team Insight, or Insight God, I'm sorry. They did a great job, and I think just the way they approached everything was just perfect. You know, they took the engagements that they had to, and they certainly just showed an outstanding level of marksmanship and strategy. So congratulations to them. With that, thank you for joining us for the ESU Duo FPP Open Week 5 of Season 1. I am Seismic, or Seismic White. You can follow me on Twitch and Twitter at the same handle. ESU League, make sure you follow them up there and tune in. If you guys want to join the Open of the NA or OCE, you know, all this different stuff, you can look down below for more information. For that, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Originally, I was going to do one. It is 6:30 a.m. I am tired, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. I had a lot of fun, and every time you guys are very interactive. I appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. And we hit 1,000 followers. Rock on. Have a wonderful night. Sleep well. Or actually, for you guys, it's kind of early in the evening. Go play some games. Have a nice night.